see. So they're about the 11-yard line, and it's an extra 10. So a 21-yard attempt here, and it's going to be blocked. It's going to end up in the hands of Wills Point, and they are going to fall down with it. So not able to put up the points there at the end of the drive. It's going to put it in Wills Point's hands. They're going to be deep in their own territory, however, this time, as they're going to be set up on their own 11-yard line. As you see the Mabank defense strut out onto the field once again. And you see Wills Point come in, led by number 8, Tanner Maddox. He's going to set up in the shotgun once more. Going to put a man in motion, and they're going to give it to him. And he's going to find space around that outside, and he is down the sideline. Foot's the only one with a chance, and he is able to bring him down, but not until after a long, long run. And at the end of it, they're going to catch him for the horse collar. So they're going to have some extra yardage tacked on to that already really good run there by Mr. Brian Martinez.
Okay, sorry guys. As I was going to fight one problem with guys talking in their microphones, I discovered that for some reason YouTube wasn't working. Of all the things we've been on, YouTube's the one we're used to being on. So to our YouTube audience, we do apologize, guys. I'm not exactly sure why it didn't kick on, but I deleted it, restarted it just like it did before, and it worked. So we're here, we're on and popping, we're rolling, and hopefully next fire I can put out is those young men down there. I'll get that all figured out. So anyway, I appreciate you, JD, stepping in. I'm telling you, folks, JD has had a wild day. He has been helping me out big time. I'll get that clock and everything fixed up here in just a second. All right, so 1st and 10 here for Wills Point. Maddox waiting on the snap, takes it, and hands off to the running back. Not able to even get back to the line of scrimmage there was KD Green, and this defense has been looking pretty strong so far tonight, JD.
Absolutely, other than that big play that they happen to just give up right there. I mean, that defensive line has been kind of enforcing their will in the early goings of this one. And that offensive line from Wills Point, they're going to have to figure out an answer pretty quick.
So it'll be 2nd and 12 here. Again, Maddox going to be in the shotgun, so it seems they like to be a spread-oriented team as well. It's going to be a short pass. Did he get it?
Looks like he did come down with it.
Okay, it looked like it was a little funky in the hand there for a second, but it is able to corral it. So
a little 5-yard pickup for him there on 2nd.
I believe that was number 5 there, Jax King on the reception. So to make it a more manageable 3rd down here for the Tigers. Still no score here in this ball game. It's going to be, it was play action. We've got a man wide open down the left seam before he's pushed out of bounds by Gavin Foote. That was number 0, CC Coonigan. Able to pick up a big game for the Tigers, and they are threatening here. I was going to say best position they've been in, but that's not true. The very first time they had the ball, they were put on the 20-yard line, so So 1st and 10 again. All right, I feel like I've finally got this thing under control now, JD. Maddox takes the handoff. Again, going to hand off to Green. It's another young man able to fight forward, pick up a big chunk of yardage there.
Yeah, it's going to be
number
Brian
7.
Martinez again.
Yeah, Brian Martinez, the senior. So
they've called his number quite a few times this evening, and he has not disappointed for them so far.
So 2nd down incoming here. Maddox trying to find somewhere to go. Finds a man streaking across the middle, and it's going to get close. It actually does get past 1st down yard marker. But
Bill's Point player just came up and grabbed the face mask. I'm not sure who he assaulted right there, but going to get him for the personal foul on that one. Can't do that in football, unfortunately. Not even unfortunately. That's just as it should be. I mean, Sportsmanship's a thing for a reason, and that was not very sportsmanlike. So 15 yards going to be put in the opposite direction of Will's Point. So they're going to have a long way to go here on first down.
Yeah, they had picked up that first down, but then, like you said, got that penalty right afterwards. So it's actually going to make it 1st and 25. So Maddox waiting the snap. Is again going to hand off field, and he's not going to be able to get very far. Just a couple of yard gain there. That time, looks like that time was number 1, Landon Hamilton, able to fall forward for just a bit. Be now 2nd. And what are we going to call that, JD? 22? Sounds good to me.
2nd and forever.
2nd and a long ways for sure. And again, Maddox going to hand off. Oh, no, excuse me. It was play action this time, but that time pass just well off. A little high, a little outside. And that will now bring up 3rd and long.
I think wide receiver knew he had no chance at it, so he ended up turning around and blocking Wayne Langford to make sure Langford wasn't going to be able to run it down.
So we know that's something Wayne's pretty good at. He will lurk around that ball, and more times than not, if you give him an opportunity, he's going to come up with the pick there.
So following the 2nd forever, we got 3rd and a mile.
Let's see what they come up with here. Play action hadn't worked great for him, but they might go back to it. No, it's going to be a straight drop pass, and how about that?
Connor Santoro.
Coming in and laying the wood. There is the maniac in the middle, Connor Santoro.
And I think he's going to come away with the strip sack.
Oh, did the ball come out?
As ball came out on that. Let's see who comes up with it, and Mabank's got it in their grasp. Big number 73, Javante Rose, comes away with the fumble recovery after the strip sack by Connor Santoro.
Yeah, about that, another one of our coloring page guys of the week, Javante, as you said, able to hop on top of it. And that's now consecutive weeks that we've seen Connor Santoro come up with a big play on defense. Last week we saw that interception right there before the half. He really wanted to get that thing in the end zone, but it was just kind of didn't quite get there. It hadn't been in enough running back drills, but now with the big strip sack fumble, let's see what the offense can do with their next possession here. As Copeland's going to hand off to Foot, and Foot trying to find somewhere around the left side, able to keep his foot, or his feeding. Yeah, that's hard to say.
Footing?
Yeah, this footing, feeding, Foot with his footing, but unfortunately not able to get past the line of scrimmage, so it'll be a 2-yard loss. Will now bring up 2nd and 12 for the Panthers.
I mean, we talked about it in the early going that, you know, this offense is coming into this one after a 57-yard production in last week's game. But on the other side of things, the defense, they're also pretty fired up as they gave up no points to Kemp last week. So wanting to hopefully get the shutout once again, this time on the Wills Point Tigers. We'll see how the night progresses. And it looks like they're going to take a shot deep. Gavin Foot looking there on the wheel route. And unfortunately, just a little overthrown there on that one.
Yes, sir. So it'll bring up one of those long situations now for the men in green. 3rd and 12. Just a little under a minute left to go here in this first quarter, and it has definitely been a defensive battle here to start out on homecoming.
Absolutely. I mean, both of these teams are just going after each other from the defensive side. Neither of them wants to give up an inch, and the defenses have definitely enforced their will early.
All right, let's see what Copeland's got here as he is surveying, trying to find somewhere to go with it, still got it and able to somehow get the ball away. So had a man just hanging on him there for a couple of seconds, but somehow able to just keep standing up and get the ball in and out of the way.
So both of these offensive lines right now really struggling against these D linemen to hold them at bay. As right now, on both sides, they are living in the backfield. So it looks like it's going to bring on the punt unit for Mabank. Ray Brager once again on to do the kicking duties. course, the field goal earlier didn't go as expected, but this time able to get a beautiful punt off.
Yeah, especially after it was almost blocked. That was really, really close to a block, but good job by him to not let it happen, and it's going to kind of innocently go out of bounds there a little bit before midfield. And that is where Will's Point's going to set up again. So, yeah, it's just, again, that back and forth. You know what I mean? It's kind of an old-school football game right here. And, But you know how it works with this broadcaster's curse. I say that, and next thing you know, it's probably going to be 100-90 here in just a minute. So, but, yeah, we've seen Will's Point, obviously, they're willing to sling the ball around a lot. They've tried to get the running game going, haven't really been way too successful, but they've had a couple of, decent hitters here, but what it seems like they're really trying to do is set up that play-action game. That seems to be a big part of their offense, so we'll see what happens here. So 1st and 10, Maddox trying to survey, dumps it off to a man that was in the backfield with him, going to be able to get up a decent gain, call it about 8 yards on the play.
You're going to be chased out right there by number 13, Jesse Nogle. For your Panthers. Kind of met him up there early, but unfortunately a bit of the wrong angle was on the back side of him and kind of got dragged with him.
So 2nd and 2 here. Looks like it's going to be an empty set this time for the Tigers. Trips to the right, couple on your left side, down at the bottom of your screen. Maddox trying to find a man short and does get a completion. And still fighting for yardage there. There's a good play there by number 19. Or was that number 19? 18, excuse me, number 18, Caleb Ramirez. The sophomore able to collect it, scoot forward for a few yards, and it'll be enough for a first down for the Tigers. So moving a little bit here as we are winding down. Just about 30 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. So we'll see what Will's Point decides to do before we take ourselves a little break. They don't get hurried up, they're not going to get anything called, and that might be the plan, as it looks like that is what it's going to be. So nothing after a full quarter of football. We're going to take a short break. Be right back here on Cedar Creek Media.
8 kitchens, 1 yard. Right there in the heart of Mabank, the truck yard brings it all together. From smash burgers and tacos to lighter bites and loaded spuds, Mediterranean plates, hot wings, Cajun classics, fresh sandwiches, hibachi and sushi, even a boba tea to wash it all down. The truck yard's where Mabank comes together. Neighbors, families, and friends all gathering to share good food from one place. It's the Mabank Truck Yard, where Mabank comes to eat.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Zach Pruitt in Gun Barrel City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come. All
quarter with the football, able to get a little bit of a gain there on first down. Be 1st and 8 now, or excuse me, 2nd and 8. As we are fighting demons in here today, JD, trying to get this thing working again. And this time, carry around the left side before being drug out of bounds by a whole host of Panther defenders.
Got a late flag that's going to come in as well.
Let's see if you see that.
Of course, we're going to get the normal pointing contest that's going on. Hearing the coaches over in their box next to us is Tristan Jones running his mouth over there is how they put it. We'll see what the official call is, though, as there were quite a few jaws yapping
jacking
on the other side. So a lot of jaws on that, let's put it that way.
All right, we're going to give these guys another chance.
Wait for the official call. They're marking it off Mabank's way, so.
Nope.
I'm going to call a personal foul against Mabank. I'd like to think maybe a bit of a late hit. That's probably what I'm going to think on that one.
Especially on that sideline like that. Absolutely. I
think that was what they ended up calling. So let them get away with all the jaws jacking at the end of it. But
now Maddox going to wind up take a shot here, JD. And, had a man, but not quite able to get it over to –
Oh, but a late flag comes in against Foot. Oh,
What in the world? All right, yeah, we're gonna need to see what the call is here. I mean, because that looked really clean from up here.
That looked like perfect defense to me. But I mean, considering there was nobody else in the area, they are going to get Gavin Foote for a PI. So,
unless there was some kind of chatter at the end or something, and a personal, unsportsmanlike. That's the only other thing there could be. But no, they are going to call a pass interference. So, yeah, I don't know, JD. I don't know that I agree with that one.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, he did a great job playing the ball there. He went up airborne. The other guy went up airborne. Unfortunately, he ended up on top of him when they hit the ground. But I don't think you can hold that against the kid. So, nonetheless, they decide to. So that's going to put Wills Point first and goal there. And it looks like the 2-yard line. So, not far for Wills Point to go here, but it does look like someone's going to take a quick timeout. Wills Point going to be the one to take that timeout.
We'll tell you what, while they do it, JD, let's do the same thing. We'll come right back right here on Cedar Creek Media.
Your look matters. And around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
All right, back to it here, Cedar Creek Media. Again, folks, we got another man in the booth with us this week. We've got new equipment. We've got new streams. We got all kinds of good stuff going on this week. As unfortunately, it looks like that's not going to be good here for your Panthers, as the opposing quarterback, Maddox, able to stroll in for the first score of the game. But yeah, so y'all forgive us. We're working hard to try and make this thing as like big, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we want to do something cool for these kids. We don't want to be just some guy sitting with a camera in a corner, you know what I mean? So we're trying to do bigger and better things, but unfortunately sometimes when you're trying to do bigger and better, it just kind of gives you a bugaboo or two, you know? So y'all work with us. We'll get this all taken care of, we promise.
Well, Wills Point able to put up the first score of the game, able to finally get into the end zone. Who did you say it was that was able to get in there? Was it
that was
the quarterback
for
him?
Yeah,
that was able to sneak his way in there?
Yes, sir. That's exactly who it was. Now you got the extra point coming up as a
on
good
to kick
snap.
The extra is number 32, Mr. Jorge Vasquez. Mm-hmm. There it is.
All right. Well,
eventually I'll figure out that name.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. Be right back right after this.
At Reedy Tire, they understand early morning drop-offs, late evening pickups, and everything in between that you go through to make sure your child gets from one event to the next activity. They believe that your precious cargo is their responsibility. Your tires are their life. They eat, sleep, and breathe tires so that our Mabank families can know that when they hit the road for a few blocks or a few hours, they'll get there safe and on time. At Reedy Tire, tires aren't the only thing, they're everything. Trust them to get you there. Reedy Tire in Mabank, America. Proudly supporting the entire student body and their families at Mabank ISD. Let's go Panthers.
All right, well, I think I might have figured out one of our bugaboos there, JD. So we'll see what happens. The kickoff this time is going to end up rolling out of bounds for Will's Point. So Mabank going to be starting with good field position here, JD.
Yes, sir. As got to get some extra yardage thrown on here. I don't even want to say their best starting position because I haven't been paying attention to that. So I'm not going to say it.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that Chris Flores called me an hour ago.
He was wondering where the heck you were.
By the way, while we're mentioning Chris Flores, I also want to mention, of course, every Mabank broadcast this year going to be brought to you at the City Backflow Sports Desk. So since he's sitting here, I don't want him to box my ears. I better make sure to say it.
That's right. Pay good money for that sports desk.
He did. And I tell you who was good back in his day, and I've told him this 100 times already. I tell you who was good, and I wish I could see in a Panther uniform again, is that J.J. Flores. That was a fun player to watch in that old green down there. Another fun one is Copeland hands off to another fun one in Jaden Thompson, who, wow, looked like he was only going to be able to pick up about 4 or 5 yards, but
ends up
somehow
getting carried.
ends up slinging forward. And it gets, I want to say, actually able to pick up the first down there. So it'll be another Zach Pruitt State Farm first down there for your Panthers. And again, going to be a handoff to Thompson. This time, not going to be able to get quite as much. Falls forward and able to pick up, call it a gain of 3. So 2nd and 7 coming up. But that's one kid we know. Whenever he gets that motor churning, he can go some places, you know?
Absolutely, and they've been calling his number a lot tonight. And he has been coming up with those chunk plays whenever he is getting that number called. So I expect to see him get that number called a lot more as this game continues.
Yeah, of course, last week, tying that record, which I found out was his dad's record. So tying that single-game touchdown record with 4 touchdowns. So let's see if we can get it to him again. Speaking of number 4, it's Copeland.
Oh.
This time trying to find his receiver out there. Was that Langford?
Number 12 out there.
Okay, so that's Hyde out there.
Yep, Cannon out there.
Throw was just a little bit low there from Jackson, so we'll bring up now 3rd and 7.
You know, that's kind of that double-edged sword of throwing on 2nd down is if you don't go for it, if you don't complete on it, now you still have a long 3rd down that you have to get to. And unfortunately, a lot of times you have to throw again, but they're going to give it to Jaden Thompson. He's able to keep his feet after first contact, but then the rest of the swarm of Tigers just able to eat him up back there. So that's going to end up being a loss of 3. So we're going to see the Mabank punt unit trudge their way back on once more.
Yeah, last time we saw him, Brager hit that beauty, but a lot of pressure from the Tigers. So see if we can shore that up just a little bit. Get another one of those good punts here from Mr. Ray. As you heard, Mr. Teague over there, going to be Martinez back deep to receive for the Tigers. And, it's going to be a fake. And tossed back. Now Ray trying to find somebody to toss it to. Throws it. Has the completion, but it's not going to be far enough for the conversion. So the trick play there worked. I knew that one was in the that one was in the bag there, JD. We saw they were working on that one. Yeah. So we knew it was coming, but they executed it well, just not quite able to get it as far as they needed to. So it will be a turnover on downs. But you know what? I don't hate it. This has been a defensive battle so far. So go ahead and throw something to the wall, see if it sticks.
Absolutely. Get your defensive guys back out there and let them get their momentum back. As, of course, they can't feel good about giving up that 7 points. But at the other end of it, I guarantee it's fired them up to not let it happen again. So we'll see here as they're going to be starting from the Mabank 46-yard line. Going to take it and hand it off to Brian Martinez there. He's going to slither his way through the middle. Looks like he's going to pick up about 6 yards there on first down. So going to bring up a 2nd down and 4. So Martinez has been that guy for the Tigers that they have been calling on, same as Thompson for the Panther side of things. And both of them doing a great job of running through contact.
Yes, sir. Now, I would like to see the guy in white stop doing that now. This is a big defensive drive here for your Panthers after giving up that touchdown. Getting close to halftime here. 8 minutes left to go here in the half, and this time it is going to be a straight quarterback keeper and able to keep powering his way and get across the first down marker. So that is a good, tough bit of running there for the quarterback, Tanner Maddox. Looked like he was initially going to be stopped about 2 or 3 yards short, but just kind of kept that train going.
Yeah, forced his way into that one.
So it'll be a new set of downs here for the Tigers. Let's see, it's going to be Maddox and Hamilton ghosting in the backfield there, or lurking in the backfield is actually the word I was looking for. Wills Point taking their time here on offense. It's going to be a handoff this time around the left side, and it's going to be another decent gain. Matter of fact, it's a pretty good gain, 5 yards on the play, and it is that same young man, Landon Hamilton. He's been having some luck. He's finding some seams as well.
Well, you talked about the Tigers taking their time on it, and why wouldn't they? They will be receiving the second half kickoff, and right now already up 1 score. If you're able to score and leave barely any time for the Panthers, then you're walking into halftime with a pretty big smile on your face.
Absolutely. Now Maddox is going to be a quarterback keeper all the way to the left side. Got close to first down yardage, but going to be about a yard or two shy. This will be 3rd and short, and Mabank going to have another opportunity here to try and stall this drive. They are sending out the big guns there. As you saw, Christian Torres, and I think that was Alex Lopez as well heading out there. Put a little extra beef on that line.
Yeah, big 3rd down stop here for your Panthers.
Yeah, split backs, and it is going to be a quarterback keeper all the way, and gets just enough. Oh, no, they're actually going to call him just short, JD. So it looked like he might have originally got to the yard to gain, but they do set him back a full yard. So it'll be 4th and 1.
We see some substitutions coming in.
Yeah, it looks like they're putting a heavy package in.
Yeah. So looking to stack the box here on this 4th down and 1 play are the Tigers.
Oh, yep, that is exactly what you don't want to see on a short yardage play, as a man take off for a big gain, and insult to injury, touchdown on the play. So Wills Point has the second score of the night. Now find themselves up 13-0. Those math skills are going away. We were talking about how good they were last week with those math skills dissipating. But, yeah, 13-0. Chance to tack on one more here to put it a two full touchdown and extra point lead here.
Yeah, I saw that one turning into trouble whenever Gavin Foote, your safety, was the first one that had a chance to be able to bring him down. So, I mean, if your furthest guy back is the first one that has a chance to get him, then you're in a bad situation. But goes away from kicking. Looks like they're going to try to put in 2, but it is going to be snuffed out by the Panthers there.
Not going to happen. So score remains 13-0. We're going to take another short break. Be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro, Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all. Testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today, 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Mabank Athletics.
All right, Mabank finds themselves down 13-0 here in the second quarter of the 2025 homecoming game. Again, 125 years of Mabank, 125 years of Mabank ISD, so it is a special celebration. Don't forget, we'll have the parade tomorrow as well. Me and JD somehow got roped into being in the parade, so we'll be there tomorrow as well, so y'all come see us. All right, so it was a good kickoff. Let's see, Foot going to have a chance to try and return it here as he's going to go up the left side, and there's actually going to be whistles. And so it'll be declared a no kick here.
I think they're going to say that he needed it because his knee happened to be on the ground whenever he had corralled in the ball. So they're going to say he took a knee there on the 15-yard line.
Okay, well, yeah, that definitely doesn't help, but it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world that could have happened. So Panthers going to be going to work here, 1st and 10, as you heard from Mr. JD there, from their own 15-yard line. So definitely going to have to put it in gear here as the offense really hasn't shown a whole lot today. And again, after the first couple of weeks, we're just used to seeing the ball just move down the field. And so been kind of an anomaly so far today. So let's see what kind of plan Coach Copeland and his staff come up with as we get deeper and deeper into this game. Just a couple of ticks over 5 minutes left here in this second quarter, as that time Copeland, it was a straight quarterback keep to the right, and he is going to be buried for a big loss. But
number 14 right there, Ashton Miles, he was the one that made the big play, but he's also going to end up getting himself in some trouble, as I believe they're going to catch him for some taunting there at the end of it.
Yeah, and the ref, you can kind of tell how a ref feels about a penalty by the way they throw their flag. And that time, that flag went 50 feet in the air.
Sky high is how I'd like to say that.
And it is going to be a big penalty, as it will put Mabank close to first down yardage without really needing anything. So
so the loss of 6 ends up becoming a gain of 9 somehow. As actually, it's going to be an automatic first down for him.
I was just about to say, I think it's actually automatic first down.
That's right. It is going to be an automatic first down. So
back to work here with the freebie. Copeland again takes a snap, surveying, going to whip it out to his left, and again going to be a little bit short, trying to get it over to Wayne Langford. So I've seen that a couple of times so far from Jackson tonight. Just hadn't been quite as accurate as we've seen him in the past. But everything's been low, so there's obviously some kind of fix they can work on. And as I've said before, one of the best quarterback coaches I've ever seen is his dad. So best quarterback I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes on a field was one of his guys. So I have a feeling that's partly the coach as well as the player. Now again, Copeland looking, trying to find somewhere to go, but is harassed, somehow able to make a move and get out of bounds. So it'll be a pretty nice gain after it looked like he was going to be sacked way in the backfield.
It looks like he almost picked the first down there. It looks like maybe 2 yards short.
And funny enough, 2 yards short and pulls the play out of the dirt, but Coach Copeland's still giving him an earful on the sideline saying he didn't like something about it. So 3rd and 2. Copeland with Thompson flanking him on the right there. Got somebody
him with
on
the
a
hard
count. Going to take a deep shot here. And, almost able to come down with it on the far side. But either way, it is going to be a first down here for your Panthers as a defensive lineman for Wills Point is caught in the neutral zone. At least I'm pretty positive.
Yes.
If it would have been false start, they would have stopped the play.
It would have been blown dead. Yep.
All right, so that'll be a free first down here for your Panthers, and I'm telling you, Zach Pruitt doesn't care if they cost money or they're free. As long as it's a first down, it's a Zach Pruitt State Farm first down here.
So finally being able to see a bit of a drive come out of these Panthers here as their drive started all the way back on their own 15. Penalties have been able to help them out a bit, but
that little bubble.
We've seen multiple first downs in the same drive.
Yes, sir. So bubble screen there to Foot. Doesn't pick up much, but he's able to get out of bounds quickly. So Not that you really need to preserve clock too bad right now. Still 4:37 left to go here in the first half. But you never know. Might try and score one, go back and get another.
Try to go quickly here.
All right, so Panthers come set at the line. Copeland sends a man in motion here, and it's going to be a fake handoff and goes up the middle to Thompson. So they faked like they were going to go to foot around that end around. We have seen them run that play quite a few times, so they've been setting up that play. It was a kind of a, I don't even know how you would describe that. I guess an option play.
And we got the short third down, so we get the quick play coming out of, well, we get the hard count coming out of Mabank. So
worked so well last time, might as well try it again.
That's right. So going to relay the message and then head back to the shotgun. Thompson going to switch sides over there on him.
Snap is back. It looks like it was going to be a pitch, and it is. He got it. And Thompson out of bounds right around the 42-yard line. So it'll be another first down for your Panthers, and they are keeping this drive alive, and that was just about perfect timing there for Jackson Copeland, defender, finally committing to go to the quarterback. And as soon as he committed, he pitched it out to Thompson. Great job by Thompson to stay with the concentration. It was kind of a float, a float out there. So good job by him to stick with it and able to pick up the first down out of it. I guess they didn't stop the clock. I guess they saying he didn't go out of bounds. I thought that he did. But it looks like
a timeout's going to be taken here.
That is exactly it. So tell you what, let's go ahead and take another one with them. We'll be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
For nearly 30 years, Carrie Harris Satellite has been the Lake Area's trusted satellite and internet retailer by putting the customer and their needs first. And we here at Cedar Creek Media can attest to that. I'm JD Byrd with Cedar Creek Media, and we're not just partners, we're customers of Carrie Harris Satellite, and can't recommend him and his friendly team highly enough. Stop by Carrie Harris Satellite in Athens today and ask how they can get you set up with Dish, Spectrum, Starlink, Boost Mobile, and more at 103 La Costa Street in Athens, or call 903-677-9522. Again, that's 903-677-9522.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Zach Pruitt in Gun Barrel City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Back here to it. To finish out this second quarter of action, Copeland going to be setting the shotgun, takes a snap, surveying, trying to find somebody, goes across the middle. Oh, and foot not able to bring it down. Pass was, I'll say, a hair high, but really hit him in the hands. Gavin would tell you probably should have caught that one. And it would have been a big play if he'd been able to hang on to it.
For sure.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Again, Mabank hasn't looked quite like we've seen him in the first couple of weeks on offense here in this first half, but have kind of got things moving in the right direction here on this drive.
Yeah, a little slow to get the ball rolling at the start of this one, but finally piecing together a pretty good drive.
So Thompson going to be set on the left and check that, move him over to the right. Trips to the right as well, and it's going to be another option. And Thompson not able to hang on to it, and ball's on the ground, and it is going to be another turnover for the Panthers. That time, Thompson just not quite able to hang on to the ball. It looked like it hit him pretty square in the chest, but maybe a little hot. Copeland having a bit of a talk about it on the sideline. So, yep, nothing quite as bad as a turnover to kill a drive there, JD.
Yeah, exactly right.
What?
I just had to say something about it being a good-looking drive, didn't I?
Well, I'm guilty of it too. We're right there together. So. So now it'll be 1st and 10 going the other way. Tigers had some success here in the second quarter. Have put up all 13 of their points in this quarter. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. It's going to be a couple of young men able to come and scoop up the tackle there. Looks like it was a combination of Daryl Aldridge and Ray Brager, I do believe, able to come up with the tackle. 2nd and 9 now for the Tigers. Stick around at halftime, folks. By the way, we'll have the homecoming queen ceremony. I think the band's playing as well, so we'll get the band performance in there as well.
You got a lot of festivities at halftime here for you.
Absolutely. We don't just make you listen to our voice the whole time like some places do.
Stagum right.
So left side there before going out of bounds was Martinez. Did I see laundry fly, or am I losing my marbles over here? We very well know it's probably my marbles.
I don't think so. I think it might have just been
some flash off
some
a helmet or
flash
something. Yeah. It's kind of what I was thinking it could have been too. So 3rd and we'll call it long. 3rd and 6 here for the Tigers. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left to go here in this first half. Snap is back to Maddox. Throws to the left side and gets the completion there. That is, it looks like number 3, Braden Crow, on the reception. It'll be enough for another first down for Wills Point.
Yeah, I'm not sure who the corner out there is. I think number 11, Tristan Jones, the corner out there on the far side, he just got eaten up by that little comeback curl, and he was still heading for the end zone. So that one is going to be enough to get the job done.
So fresh set of downs here for Wills Point. Send a man in motion, and they're going to toss it to him. And almost able to break through, but it doesn't quite get around there. I want to say that it looked like that was Kaysen Schreier that came up. Oh, no, they're saying it was Gavin. So Gavin able to come up with the tackle there. Surrounded by a couple of his buddies there, Connor Santoro and Kaysen Schreier also in the area. Going to have a substitution along the D-line as Ray Brager going to come out for a short breath. Alex Lopez going to come out and get a run, but they're actually going to go ahead and take a timeout here, JD. So it's a 2-minute
warning.
Yes, sir. So 2-minute timeout. Let's go ahead and take one more break, and we'll be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Erosion is stealing shorelines all around Cedar Creek Lake. At Parks Environmental Services, we put a stop to it with riprap, rock-solid barriers that lock your shoreline in place. And that's just the start. From silt fencing and erosion blankets to site cleanup, dirt work, and decorative flagstone walkways, we're your full-service erosion control specialists. When it comes to safeguarding your piece of the lake, trust the name Cedar Creek relies on, Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground. Parks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, or call 214-693-8056.
All right, so final 2 minutes here of this first half of play. Tigers still on offense, trying to put a little more cushion on the board before the break. They're going to hand it off this time up the middle. Not going to be much of a gain there. Went to the same man, Brian Martinez, and like JD said earlier, they have been calling his name a lot tonight.
Yeah, and I mean he's been producing for them pretty well. Of course, he was the one that had that breakout run along the sideline there early in this second, and they just continue to rely on him to get these little chunk plays.
Well, there's another chunk play. There's the big pass across the middle to number 3, Braden Crow, will be complete. So another big play for Wills Point. It's going to bring them close to the red zone as well. So Maddox really been playing a pretty good game so far tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to keep the clock rolling too, so a really good chance for Wills Point here to put up some extra points heading into halftime and then get the ball back.
Yeah, this
as soon
is
as they come back.
This is a straight keeper this time for Maddox, able to kind of reverse his field and able to pick up a couple of yards. Looked like he was going to be stonewalled right at the line. But again, second move, able to make something out of nothing. 4-yard carry. Under a minute to go here now.
Second down.
And the Tigers working quickly. Let's see what they're able to do here. It's going to have split men in the backfield, 2 to the left, 1 to the right in the receiving core. It's going to be a play-action pass, and he's just going to loft one up, and it ends up floating out of bounds. Had pressure from behind from Ray Brager and Christian Torres. So wasn't able to quite get the feet set and deliver a strike like we've seen him do so far tonight. So now bring up 3rd and long.
Well, they have been taking their shots over there at Mr. Wayne Langford, but he continues to to just not let them have anything over there.
No, we've seen that for 2 years now. Kid is a shutdown corner. Of course, been doing a lot of work on offense this year as well, but defense is his calling card.
That's his pride right there, man.
All right, so Maddox surveying, going to try the left side this time, and
That's a completion.
yep.
Wow.
Nothing you can say about that. That was just a beautiful throw and a beautiful catch. Mabank coaching staff seems to think there was something funky about the play.
Yeah, I mean, our
They're
coaches
protesting
over
it.
here, at the end of it, our corner ended up with the ball in his hands.
So interesting. So they're going to have to talk about this, and that's
They
a
will
good
be
catch.
discussing it over there.
Yeah, it's not a football catch. It's a good catch by you and the coaching staff over there. I didn't see the ball in Tristan's hands, but he's the one that's over there, and they are going to say they're going to wave it and say it is a touchdown. So points will stay on the board, and it is now a 19-0 advantage for Wills Point. It was, I believe, number 3, Braden Crow,
yep.
on the reception. Sorry, Chris. All right, low snap, but they're able to get it down, but kick will be no good. So it will remain a 19-0 advantage. And Coach Copeland, or is that Coach Highlander? I think that's Highlander. Yeah, Coach Highlander going out all the way past the hash mark to go have a talk with the official. And he really wants an explanation because, yeah, no, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense if the defender walks out of the end zone with the ball that was never spiked. It wasn't thrown down. It wasn't tossed over. I mean, that just means he fought for the ball and won it, unless it's kind of that tie goes to the runner situation, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what the call on it is there.
I'm not sure, and I don't think that Coach Highlander was sure there either, which was why he wanted the clarification. But nonetheless, Wills Point going to go up 19-0 over Mabank here in the first half. And again, they will receive the second half kickoff. So Mabank going to have their work cut out for them for sure if they want to keep themselves in this one.
Yeah, so you've really been given a gift by 2 missed PATs, the 2-point, non-conversion, and then that miss. So it stays within reach, but definitely going to have to do some work, as that time fair catch is going to be called for right at about the 32-yard line.
Indeed, number 21, Braden Brady there with the fair catch.
So let's see how aggressive Coach Copeland wants to be in this situation. I wouldn't imagine you want to do way too much, just because you don't want to risk that momentum building up even more as we're going into halftime, But they are going to have doubles on either side. Thompson going to be the solo man in the backfield with Copeland. See if they got something up their sleeve here. Copeland going to survey, trying to find somewhere, going to step up in the pocket, now make a move. Still going, able to pick up enough for a first down. It goes down right at about the 50-yard line. Let's see, and I believe nobody going to call a timeout here?
Trying to get a timeout called, but
Yeah. And Coach Copeland is not
He was
happy
mad about
it.
that one.
Yeah, he's calling for a timeout. That's really what I was saying. Is I saw.
I mean, there
him
was
giving the
like
signal.
17 seconds on the clock whenever Copeland went down, and I saw everybody on the sideline yelling for timeouts over there. Now clock down all the way to 8 seconds, so a lot of time that they just lost on that.
So, a couple of questionable situations here. That catch in the end zone, and then the no timeout given for about 10 seconds, like you said. So, interesting here. So, Panthers going to have to kind of really reach into that bag of mental fortitude and figure things out here. Going to have a chance at probably one more play. It's going to be from the 50-yard line.
It looks like they're telling them to change the clock. I think they're going to put 12 seconds back on it, and that's what they're going to have to work with here.
Well, that's actually perfect because I had hit pause because I figured the timeout would be given. So that's exactly what I had it at. So 12 seconds remaining here. So probably gives you a shot at 2 plays now. Copeland going to go quickly out to the outside, connects with Langford.
And he's going to quickly step out of bounds. So another quick 8 yards there.
But that argument right there tells you how valuable it is because now you have 8 seconds on the clock.
Absolutely.
So that time you got back is what was used. So good job there by Coach Copeland sticking with it. Be 2nd and 2. Probably going to have to take a shot here. We've seen Jackson wind up and throw the ball deep in practice. Haven't really seen a deep shot yet this year in a game situation. So let's see if that's what they go with or if they try and figure something else out here. It looks like they are going to try and take that deep shot as Jackson steps up in the pocket now, slings over, and doesn't get the completion, but it does leave a second on the clock. So 1 tick will remain. Mabank will have one more chance. Let's see if Coach Copeland decides to take another shot here or goes ahead and sits on it. If we're being honest with each other, there's been quite a bit of pressure from the edges from Wills Point all night. So Jackson has had to step up in that pocket. He's done a pretty good job of keeping himself clean.
So it looks like another timeout going to be taken.
Yeah, Mabank just wanted to talk things over here a little bit.
Probably going to talk to that offensive line just to let them know, hey, y'all have been kind of getting whooped so far here in this one, as the Wills Point defensive line has pretty much been living rent-free in the backfield, and Copeland has had really no time to be able to set up any kind of real good throw. So right now they're going to be like, if we're going to take a shot at this, you have got to keep them out right now. And I'm sure that that's the conversation, as well as letting everybody know who the target is. And they're going to trot right back out there.
I got a sneaky suspicion to watch Bryson Morris here. Had a couple of touchdowns last night. He's the smallest receiver, so he's good at getting lost, you know. So I got a feeling about it here. We'll see what happens.
So it looks like there's only going to be a 2-man rush here. Well, now they bring the third one down. But, yeah, only a 2-man rush. And somehow that 2-man rush is going to be enough to force Jackson to scramble. He's going to lose a ton.
Yeah, I see his thought process there, but I don't know about reversing field that far back. But, hey, it is the first half, so 19-0 Wills Point on top of this one. Again, homecoming game here tonight, so need our Panthers to kind of, strap it in gear here a little bit, hit the gas. We're going to take a very short break. We'll come back and get the homecoming Queen Court right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
8 kitchens, 1 yard. Right there in the heart of Mabank, the truck yard brings it all together. From smash burgers, tacos, to lighter bites and loaded spuds, Mediterranean plates, hot wings, Cajun classics, fresh sandwiches, hibachi and sushi, even a boba tea to wash it all down. The truck yard's where Mabank comes together. Neighbors, families, and friends all gathering to share good food from one place. It's the Mabank Truck Yard, where Mabank Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmental.
8 kitchens, 1 yard. Right there in the heart of Mabank, the truck yard brings it all together.
Jeff, I'm sorry. I'll get you your commercial back, but we got to go. It's homecoming court time.
Saralyn Catalina Adams is the daughter of Tyson and Chrissy Adams. Saralyn is a proud member of the varsity tennis team and currently serves as chapter president of the Mabank FFA. She also holds the role of co-president for the Mabank chapter of the National Beta Club. During her freshman and sophomore years, she was honored to serve as class treasurer. Saralyn is active in her faith as a member of the First United Methodist Church of Mabank Youth Group. After graduation, she plans to attend college at either Texas A&M University or Texas Tech University. This evening, Saralyn is escorted by her parents. Riley Ann Cooper. Riley Ann Cooper is the daughter of Justin and Ashley Cooper. A dedicated AD Honor Roll student, Riley served as second lieutenant of the drill team in 2024 and now proudly leads as captain of the MHS Panthers drill team. She is currently enrolled in the Certified Nursing Assistant program and aspires to become a NICU nurse after continuing her education at SMU's nursing school. This evening, Riley is escorted by her parents and her brother Carson. JC Ann Hines. JC Ann Hines is the daughter of CJ and Stephanie Hines. JC is a proud member of the National Beta Club and shines as a varsity cheerleader, basketball player, and golfer. She has a strong leadership throughout high school, serving as class vice president her freshman year and class treasurer her sophomore year. JC is also a leader of the Jesus Club at MHS. She attends Community Life Church in Kaufman and serves on the student leadership team. This evening, JC is escorted by her parents. Madison Grace Kilgore. Grace Kilgore is the daughter of Tim and Misty Kilgore. Grace is a varsity cheerleader as well as a member of the varsity volleyball and tennis teams. She serves as secretary of the student council and is an active member of the Jesus Club at MHS. Grace also attends Community Life Church in Kaufman and serves on the student leadership team. Her future plans include attending college to pursue a career as a pediatrician. This evening, Grace is escorted by her parents and her brother, Mabank alumnus Bo Kilgore. Kylan Ray Wilkinson. Kylan Ray Wilkinson is the daughter of Kyle and Ashley Wilkinson. She is a 2-year varsity cheerleader and volleyball player and was named District Honorable Mention in Academic All-District in volleyball in 2024. Kylan is also a member of the National Beta Club and a leader of the Jesus Club at MHS. Kylan has demonstrated strong leadership, serving as her freshman class secretary and sophomore class treasurer. She is currently ranked first in the junior class. Kylan attends Community Life Church in Kaufman and serves on the student leadership team. After graduation, she plans to attend Baylor University to study psychology. This evening, Kylan is escorted by her parents and her brother, Mabank alumnus Cameron Wilkinson. Kendall Nevaeh Woods. Kendall Nevaeh Woods is the daughter of April Nixon and Robert Woods. She is a 2-year varsity letterman in volleyball, basketball, and soccer. She was all-district honorable mention in both volleyball and basketball her sophomore year and was named Utility Player of the Year for soccer in the 24 and 25 seasons. Kendall also excels in track and field as a varsity runner and field event competitor, qualifying for regionals her freshman and sophomore year and earning the title of Field Event Athlete of the Year. In addition, she is a varsity cheerleader, a member of the UIL Spirit Team, and a recipient of the Panther Heart Award for cheer. Kendall is also a proud member of the National Beta Club. She attends Community Life Church in Kaufman, where she serves on the student leadership team and children's ministry. Her future plans include attending college to pursue a career as a sports nutritionist. A proud sister, Kendall would like to give special recognition to her brother Caleb, who could not attend tonight as he is currently serving in the U.S. Army. This evening, Kendall is escorted by her parents. And our senior nominees for Homecoming Queen, Hayden Bell. Hayden Bell is the daughter of Frank Runyon. She is a proud member of the National Honor Society and participates in varsity choir, show choir, and production theater. In 2023, Hayden was honored with the UIL One Act All-Star Tech Award. She is also a member of Rope and Ride for Christ Church, where she was baptized on January 12, 2025. After graduation, Hayden plans to attend East Texas A&M University to pursue a degree in music performance with the goal of earning a Bachelor's of Fine Arts. This evening, Hayden is escorted by her grandmother, Beth Billings, and her father, Frank Runyon. Cameron Marie Dunn. Cammie Dunn is the daughter of Blake and Amber Dunn. Cammie is a 4-year varsity cheerleader and a 4-time All-American cheerleader. She has earned 3 NCAA national championships and is a 2-time Summit champion. Cammie shares her passion for cheer as a coach for young athletes ages 5 to 15 at United Elite in Rockwall. She is also a proud member of the National Beta Club and is pursuing the business pathway through her enrollment in business courses. Looking ahead, Cammie has opportunities to continue her cheer career at the collegiate level with her sights set on Texas Christian University. This evening, Cammie is escorted by her parents and her brother, Mabank alumnus Nick Dunn, who is currently serving in the United States Air Force. Tegan Riley Etheridge. Tegan Riley Etheridge is the daughter of Daniel Etheridge and Patricia Nearing. She is a 3-year varsity cross-country runner and 2-year varsity track runner. Tegan is also a part of the varsity sports medicine program and a proud member of the National Beta Club. In addition, she has dedicated 4 years of her high school career to varsity choir. Tegan attends Community Life Church in Kaufman. After graduation, Tegan plans to attend the University of Texas at Tyler to pursue a degree in kinesiology. This evening, she is escorted by her mother and stepfather, Sean Bowler, along with her father and stepmother, Kelly Etheridge. Keely Reese Lane. Keely Reese Lane is the daughter of Dita Barnett and Austin Lane. At Mabank High School, she serves as a leader of the Jesus Club and is also an active member of the Interact Club. Keely was honored as junior class favorite and served as junior class president. She is deeply involved in her community, serving and attending at Community Life Church in Kaufman. In her free time, she loves spending time with her family and friends. After graduation, Keely plans to go on mission and pursue her calling of helping translate the Bible into unreached languages. She is proudly escorted this evening by her parents. Holly Rose Walton. Holly Rose Walton is the daughter of Sean and Jackie Walton. She is a devoted member of First Baptist Church of Kaufman, where she serves on both the worship and tech teams. Academically, Holly ranks in the top 10 of her graduating class. She has been a proud member of the Panther band for 4 years and is currently serving as drum major. Holly has also been a dedicated member of the National Beta Club for 4 years and serves as student council treasurer and president of the National Honor Society. After graduation, Holly plans to attend college to pursue a degree in music business. This evening, she is escorted by her parents. Earlier this week, the student body of Mabank High School elected the 2025 Homecoming King. Noah Spencer was crowned today at the Homecoming Pep Rally. Congratulations to Noah. Presenting the Homecoming Queen crowning bouquet are former Homecoming Queen Miss Trista Etheridge, Mabank ISD Superintendent Dr. Russell Marshall, and assisting in the presentation is Mabank High School Principal Mr. Michael Rowland. We would like to thank Dr. Marshall and Mr. Rowland for their continued support of the students and staff of Mabank High School. The flowers for tonight's event were donated by Mabank Floral. We would also like to thank Kylie Cornegay with Double K Photography and Linda Ranford with WikiFlix for taking pictures of the ceremony this evening.
Okay, buddy.
And your 2025 Mabank High School Homecoming Queen is Miss Cammie Dunn.
Hi. Sarah.
Tegan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please get on your feet and welcome to the field the award-winning Striding Pride of Mabank High. The 52nd line of tradition started in 1974 by the incomparable Miss Kathy Hyde. You'll notice the girl team is wearing uniforms from many different eras that span from 52 years in celebration of the 125th anniversary of the great town of Mabank, Texas. The Pantherettes are under the direction of Sadie Martin and Jessica Blundell. The Pantherettes will be performing a palm routine to all of the lights. Your Pantherettes are led onto the field by Officer Second Lieutenant Natalie Morales, First Lieutenant Cadence Bauer, and your co-captains Riley Cooper and Amelia Williams. Your social officers are President Faith Ramirez, Vice President Clover Brook, Historian Addie Holt, and Chaplain Katie McCollum. Star Dancer of the Week is Nobly Stellar. Pantherette of the Week is Jenna McGowan. Captains, are you ready?
Why are y'all looking matching it? It's my fault? Why are y'all kind of matching? Be like, no, you and Caitlin are matching. is on.
My grandma got that. But he's ready to go.
How you been?
I know you're right. Do you want to say hi? Say hi to Papa and Grandma.
What's up, buddy?
Wanna hug him? Jace.
You ready to go?
Jace. Buddy. Aww.
Love you too.
Love you too.
Love you.
Incoming Panther fans, you're about to present the 2025 UIL Sweepstakes winning Panther men. Our game is under the direction of drum makers Elizabeth Howard and Holly Wilson.
Y'all are so sweet to come out, seriously.
Holiday,
We're not staying on.
I know, it's late. It's late. Yeah, I understand. Don't worry. After pictures, I'm taking these babies off. I'm with my dad, but Trista's staying the night with my mom. I want to, you know what I mean? I want to stay the night over there. So I'm going to talk to my parents. But I love y'all. We're probably going to take pictures again. And then I'm going to take these heels off and enjoy my little snacks and enjoy the game too. So. Oh yeah, I'm going to stay until it's over, hopefully.
Now let's give a huge round of applause.
I'll see you in a second. Okay, I'll come and say goodbye to you guys. You don't want a picture?
You want me to go through work?
I'm sorry. No, it's okay. You know what? Just wait a few minutes and I'll meet you over there by, like, that place. Is that okay? Like, there's a gate that goes inside the track, and we can take a picture there. Is that okay? So sweaty. Okay. I love y'all. Love you too. Be patient. I'll come around there and I'll take a picture, okay? just gave her the day off. So I know, right? Nice. Oh, yeah. I love Haley. It's so fun. I love it when the baby. You sound like her now. Freeze! Haley, wait! Oh, she heard your voice, and I'm really excited. Like a free car. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I love it so much. Okay.
Hi, beautiful. I'm great. How are you? You look so cute. So cute. Yeah, Brad.
Oh, Gavin's calling.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I'm not the only one. Hello. You want to say hi? Everyone's going to say hello. Happy late birthday. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back in a second. But it's okay, I'm like you as well. Are you about to leave? I know, that's okay. I'm gonna go get a picture with Tammy. I love you. Love you.
Let's take a picture real quick.
Oh, okay. Love you. Love you. No, you were like.
I gotta show you something in a second, but here, I'll take your picture.
What?
I gotta show you something crazy in a second. Alright, well, just smile. I don't know how to take
Look at me. Where's he at? Is he out there? Right now? He's playing? He's good? Healthy? Good, healthy starter. Hey, let's go! Let's go. That's good for him. I know like some, I know he was like super Oh, but he had a double girlfriend today. Girlfriend? Like girlfriend? Wait, girlfriend? Yes. Same girlfriend? No. What? Wait, are you sure? Japan. Sure. Just like, yes. Cheated? What do you want me to think of? We like you in the background. Do you have a picture of me? Not to look. What is this? Close your eyes.
Why you hitting, buddy? I don't see you out there doing that.
I want to I kind of. I'm a quarterback. Yeah. love you. I miss you. Is Alexis in the station?
Direction.
She's
Joel
on the way
Blackburn.
right now.
Brooks Tarkington.
Just because.
Gentry Ragsdale.
I should. Actually,
Army
yes.
Flores.
Actually, I should.
Camden Mines. And
I don't know
Mark
yet. I was gonna leave tomorrow.
We would like to give a special thanks to our sponsors. Dairy Queen.
I love you.
Magnolia Dental. J Chevrolet. Casey's Pizza.
Have you already moved?
And our MHS Van Boosters.
Like right in town now.
JT Foot.
Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmentally friendly and cost effective. Jeff and his team make installation a breeze and can retrofit for any need. Call Precision Spray Foam today at 903-880-6323. That's 903-880-6323 for your free estimate today. Precision Spray Foam, part of the Van Horn Construction family and proud supporter of Mabank Athletics.
When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro, Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all. Testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today, 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Mabank Athletics.
Jonathan Jesus Martinez, if you've lost your phone, you can pick that up at the home side ticket booth. Again, Jonathan Jesus Martinez, if you have lost a phone, you can pick that up at the home side ticket booth. Martinez back deep for the Tigers.
All right, JD, here we go. Ready to get the second half underway. Had a nice little halftime there. Congratulations to Miss Cammie Dunn being named the 2025 Homecoming Queen. And unfortunately, the half is going to start with the penalty for your Panthers. The kick ends up going out of bounds off the foot of Ray Brager. And Wills Point, you're going to have decent starting field position here. All right, so JD, it was kind of a rough first half there. And Chris, it sounded like there wasn't too much in the old stat department there. It was probably, what, about right around 100 yards rushing or so, something like that? Is that what I heard?
Mabank, 57 for Thompson and 30 for Copeland. 87.
So 87, so if you didn't hear that, 50, what did you say, 57 for Thompson and 30 for Copeland, something like that. So somewhere in that neighborhood. And then I think I heard a 3 for 9 for Copeland. So not a whole lot of offensive output, as this is going to start off with a swing pass here for Wills Point. And it is going to be a good one. Going to be able to pick up 20 yards on the play, right up to about the 50-yard line. And Wills Point cooking with grease right out of the halftime break.
Yeah, I think they're going to say he stepped out a little sooner there than where he ended up, but nonetheless was able to get all the way out to the 47. So one play, and they're already about at half. I almost said half court too, man. You got that in my head earlier.
It's been a long week,
Midfield, that is the correct term for it, as the Tigers immediately seem to be firing on those cylinders they left off on in the first half.
So Maddox waiting the snap, gets it, surveying, flips it right back over to the right. Couple of nice moves there for the receiver. That's number 3, Braden Crow, again over on the sideline, able to pick up a good chunk of yards. Looks like they're going to give him 7 on the play, so it'll make it 2nd and 3 here.
So could use a big play here from that defensive side of the ball. Saw a decent amount of pressure in the first half. Going to have to ramp it up even a little bit more here in the second half as Maddox going to drop back, trying to find somebody to go with. Flushed out of the pocket. And now going to throw one deep. Nobody there in the neighborhood. So incomplete pass will bring up third down and short here for Wills Point. They have been picking up yards at a pretty good clip over their last few offensive possessions. All right. 3rd and 3 here. Slot receiver kind of moved out a little bit further. It was kind of a bad snap, and still able to go around the right side and pick up the first down there is Tanner Maddox. So Tanner Maddox, opposing quarterback, having himself quite a day so far against your Panther defense. And I think they're going to say he went out of bounds. No, they didn't. The clock starts back up here. So fresh set of downs, 10 yards to go here. 19-0. Wills Point still on top in this one. Maddox again going to dump one off the middle, and almost picked and almost caught. Santoro almost had his second interception of the night. Ended up actually bouncing off the hands of a receiver and falls down innocently to the turf. So bring up 2nd and long here. Full 10 yards still to go for the Tigers. Again, Mabank trying to find a bit of a groove here. They played pretty good at the beginning of the game on defense, but Wills Point started having their way there in that second quarter. Maddox waiting on the snap. He's going to flip it over to the right. And that time, Mabank able to come up and make a gang tackle right at about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Wayne Langford played that fantastically. Able to shed the block that he had come out on him and come and blow up that one.
Yeah, Braden Crow has really been feasting. It's been a feast for crows out there tonight. So nice to see him finally stopped without much of a gain. Bring up 3rd and long here as they send the running back there, KD Green, from right to left, back to left. Now send another man in motion. It's going to be a quarterback sweep, and Schreier able to come up and make a play there. Kaysen Schreier and Ray Brager combining for the tackle. So it'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it will bring up 4th down for the Tigers. They are in the positive side of the territory, so they technically could be going for this if they wanted to, but it looks like they are going to send out the punter, the big man, number 99, Eli Rice. Listed at 6'3", 260, and as a punter. That's a big boy to be a punter down
it's a
there.
big person. That's a lot of human on that.
That's a JD out there punting. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
That's a big person right there, yeah. All right, good snap. Gets the punt off cleanly, and Foote going to be able to gather it right past the 10-yard line. Doesn't get any farther. Let's see where they end up placing it. They're again going to say his knee touched.
Well, I think he's arguing that his knee was down when he caught it, so he should not have been able to be assaulted by Tigers like he was, but referee's going to let it all go.
Well, 1st and 10 here. Panthers going to be working from deep in their own territory. Clock didn't stop there. I feel like the clock was supposed to be stopped there, and it didn't. I feel like that one wasn't on me, and Chris agrees. So, all right, so going to be the same setup here. Thompson going to be flanked to the right. They're going to hand off to him, and he's got some space up the middle, fighting through arm tackles, still going, and able to pick up right at about, we'll call it, let's see, we're going to call it 20 yards on the play.
what's that, 4 people that he just carried on his back for all of those yards? Like,
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
And that's something we've come to be accustomed with Jaden Thompson is he just kind of has this way of, like, using that offhand to just kind of flick arms off of him, you know? Does not go down to arm tackles at all.
He also does a fantastic job of keeping those legs running and just continuing to go even after first contact. But right there, I mean, he's just going to be swallowed up in the backfield.
Yeah, not much you can do there, surrounded by a host of white jerseys. And going to be wrapped up for a 2-yard loss on the play. So it'll bring up now 2nd and 12.
Something I've mentioned a couple of times here, but haven't really driven it home yet is this offensive line so far tonight. They have been getting worked, and the amount of white jerseys that have just been living in the backfield, it's just been so hard for any real Panther offense to get started.
Yep. Well, speaking of a little bit of offense, though, senior receiver Cannon Hyde able to come up with the catch on the sideline there. So to make it 3rd and more manageable here for your Panthers, just about 7 minutes left to go here in this 3rd quarter of action. Let's see what Coach Copeland dials up here. It seems like they've really wanted to get that passing game going tonight and just haven't quite been able to get it all clicking on all cylinders. I feel like this is almost a got-to-pass situation here, and that is what it's going to be. Throws it out to the left and was hit as he was throwing. So ended up not being able to get as much mustard on that one as he wanted to. And it falls down to the turf and will bring up now 4th down. And I don't see the defense coming out here. I think Coach Copeland likes the way his defense has been playing and says, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and put it all out right here and go for it. In enemy territory, 4th and 5. Also could be potentially trying to get a jump here, so let's see if they go for the hard count. Snap is there. Copeland going to keep, and how about that? Going to be able to pick up the 1st down and more. Gets it well past the 50-yard line, all the way up to the 47. And that works, JD. I like it.
Sure does.
Showing a gutsy call there on 4th down, and Action Jackson Copeland once again just able to kind of do whatever he wants to do there. Always seems to be able to wiggle in and find that open spot.
Yeah, he's got, like, I mean, we've talked about it multiple times over multiple games. Like, his decision-making when he is doing things is just so well-tuned to the quarterback position. As soon as he makes a decision, he's going with it.
Now he's going to float one out to Gavin, and Gavin got it. That is a big catch there. About a 20-yard reception. Are they going to say he didn't catch that?
I do believe that is the call. I think might have lost control of it when he ended up crashing down to the ground. So it's going to result in an incomplete pass.
Gavin's one of those guys. He's so talented and so athletic, but I feel like it's labor trying to get the ball in his hands. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if the defenses are really keying in on him or what it is, but got to figure out a way to get him the ball more effectively. So 2nd and 10, Copeland again surveying, trying to look somewhere over the top. He's going to dump one down, trying to get it to Morris. Not able to get it complete there as it sailed a little high on him, maybe a little inadvised pass, but it ends up working out okay. But it will be 3rd and 10 here. So don't want to waste the good 4th down conversion you've got. Oh, we good?
Yeah,
okay.
We are finally getting a fix to our problem we had at the very back at the beginning of the game with the kids down there next to our microphone.
All right, so 3rd and 10, as we said. And in all fairness, if you're watching out there, those kids have been a lot better, so we appreciate them. But Copeland now going to have to dump it off. It's a screen pass, and Thompson just can't quite hold on to it. Pass was high, but does get 2 hands on it. So you'd probably tell you should have caught that one, but we'll now set up another 4th down and long here for your Panthers. I've already gone for it here on a 4th and long situation in enemy territory, so let's see
I don't think that they show any signs of stopping. So.
No. And it's getting deep into this game. 5:44 left to go in the third quarter, down by 19 points. So don't want to let that snowball effect happen. So Copeland going to survey, looking. Now going to line up, throw one deep. Morris was by himself. He's going to catch it.
Hey, he's got
touchdown! Bryson Morris, his third touchdown in the last 2 weeks. And Mabank puts one on the board to draw a little bit closer.
I mean, that is just what you needed. They needed that kickstart play that was going to finally end up in some points for them. Bryson Morris showed up at just the right time. And, I mean, don't call it a comeback, but here they come, folks.
Swinging gate situation, and they're going to get the two-pointer in. So it turns out to be an 8-point possession there for your Panthers. Score 19-8. Wills Point still on top. Mabank going to be kicking off right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmentally friendly and cost effective. Jeff and his team make installation a breeze and can retrofit for any need. Call Precision Spray Foam today at 903-880-6323. That's 903-880-6323 for your free estimate today. Precision Spray Foam, part of the Van Horn Construction family and proud supporter of Mabank Athletics.
All right, back to it here. Mabank putting some points on the board. 19-8 now the score. And how about this? A deep kick from Ray Brager is going to end up bouncing around and going out the back of the end zone. So it'll be a touchback for Wills Point, and let's see how the Tigers respond after giving up their first points of the ball game.
Well, you know, you talked about it, and you know, you were saying that Coach Copeland was confident with how his defense was playing when they were, you know, had a chance to give it up back here in their own 20. So now they've got them deep in their own territory. They're going to have to put together a full drive. Your defense has been playing really well, other than that second quarter where, you know, some of the cracks started to show. But since coming out of half, they have done a great job of going back to how they played in that first quarter of play. And they are starting to lock things down here once again. So let's see if they can continue here on first.
Can they continue this? And, oh, no, it's a play-action pass, and that time Langford is not fooled whatsoever. Stays with his man stride for stride. Beautifully done there, right there by old Wayne. So it'll be second down and long, second and 10 to be exact. 5:31 left to go here in this third quarter, and Mabank feeling a little mojo on that sideline for the first time in a while here in this one. So Tanner Maddox, the junior quarterbacks, had a pretty good night so far for the Tigers. Let's see what he is able to pull out of his bag of tricks here. This time it's going to be a handoff to the right side. Not able to pick up much there. Only a yard going to be gained by the Tigers, and I believe that was Martinez again on the carry. And he's been having some success, but that time not much for him.
That's what I think. This defense is all kinds of fired up right now as they see that their brothers on the other side of the football are finally starting to show the fight that they have been. So I think that gives them a little bit of extra juice to get their job done even better.
So pass across the middle that time. Too hot, not able to pick it up as the receiver there. I didn't quite see who he was looking for. I apologize. But I want to say it was Braden Crow.
So
but I can't swear to it. So
facing a quick 3-and-out here as we see a punt team come on for Wills Point.
Absolutely. Quade Green, last man, getting off the field there. Playing a big part of this defense this year. Been a quarterback in years past, but kind of flipped over to the defensive side and has really been pretty stalwart back there for the Panthers.
Yeah, told him he wanted to play linebacker, so he's been filling that outside linebacker role pretty well, if I do say so myself.
That was a low snap, almost blocked there by the Panthers. Schreier almost got a fingertip on it, but Foot's going to have a chance to return this one. Gets around the first man, gets around another, and able to get up to about the 45 before ball's out of bounds. Ball is out of bounds.
It's out of bounds. Whew.
Ball is out of bounds. So
saved right there.
Yeah. Foot gets lucky there as the ball ends up taking a lucky Panther bounce and gets out of bounds.
Oh, but that is not something you like to see as Foot heads to the sideline limping after all is said and done. Tough kid, though. Sure we'll see him out there in no time at all. Nonetheless, it'll bring Cation Schreier in to run the slot receiver position.
Yeah, and that is the Swiss Army knife of this team, Cation Schreier. We saw him practice at 5, 6 different positions over the course of the summer, and and is adept at each one of them. He's starting linebacker, doesn't start on offense, but he's just kind of that plug and play guy. You don't ever have to worry about Cation. So first down here, getting this drive started. Handoff going to be to Thompson, who kind of squirts around and able to get around the left side. Looked like he was going to be bottled up at the line of scrimmage, but able to bounce it out and pick up a few yards. But we do
a late
have
flag come in,
penalty flag, and it was kind of in the area of the line. So
that usually indicates one thing, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be, JD.
Man, I've seen some football be played before.
So got another man limping towards the sideline here. That's Ryder Malone. Yeah, come out and maybe stretch it out a little bit, work out the kinks there. Again, I can't remember if I said this or not, so I'm going to say it. I want to congratulate Miss Cammie Dunn on her victory, becoming the homecoming queen for her class, 2025. So congratulations to her. 2026, I guess, actually. All right, Copeland took the snap, looking, going to dump it over the middle. And how about that? Wayne Langford coming back to make the catch there. Beautifully done. We've seen them looking in Wayne's direction, but haven't been able to really get that completion until now.
And that was a big one for him. Kind of pulled him out of the hole right there, made this second down, made that first down and 20 into a first down and only 6. So
we'll take it.
Great play there by the connection between Copeland and Langford.
So it'll be second and they're calling it 6. It looks like it, right at about 6, somewhere in there. Let's see what they come up with. Thompson going to be flanked over to the right. Send a man in motion. That's Schreier. They fake it to Schreier. Now look in. Got a man over the middle. Oh! Just slightly overthrown. Okay, I can't say that. I got to be honest here. Bryson should have caught that one. That was going to be a tough play. Defender was in the area, but that might have been actually – now that I'm running it back through my head, might have been one of the better throws we've seen tonight. Was put just in about the perfect place. So it'd be 3rd and 6 still. But again, we saw Mabank go for it from deeper than this in Wills Point territory in their last possession, and they were rewarded with the touchdown. So you got to feel they're probably emboldened here on this drive.
Absolutely.
So Copeland directing traffic, telling his guys what to do up front. Going to have 2 men split on either side, but Mabank doesn't like what they're seeing, so they're going to go ahead and take a timeout. And tell you what, JD, while they do it, we'll go ahead and take one with them. We'll be right back here at the City Backflow Sports Desk right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Your look matters. And around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
19-8, still the score here. Mabank on the on a drive, but chance of it stalling out here is 3rd and 6. Copeland going to wing out to the side and not able to get the completion with Bryson Morris. So that time it was just a little high and outside out of the breadbasket there for Morris. So it'll be now 4th down and 6. Let's see what the Panthers decide to do. And
well, we saw them go for it on 4th down and 10 last time, so I don't think they have any intention of coming off the field right now.
I don't think they do either. Matter of fact, Ray's still on the sideline. So
looking for a hard count there. No jump this time from the D-line.
Now play gets called in. Copeland checks the wristband, calls it at the line. Thompson retreating over to his position as well. Snap back, Copeland looking, and a throw towards the sideline. Has a man open. That's Hyde, able to get the completion and keeps his feet and able to break. Oh, they ended up whistling it dead, but it will be another Zach Pruitt State Farm 1st down. And it gets the Panthers across the midfield line all the way up to the 44-yard line. It'll be a fresh set of downs here for the men in green, and they're going fast here, JD.
Yeah, quickly get up there, line down. We're going again.
So Copeland hands off. Thompson trying to find somewhere to go. Cuts back towards the middle, and rumbling, stumbling, bumbling up for another 1st down. 13 yards on the play, where it looked like he was going to be stopped for 2-yard loss. So that is just one of those tough runs we've come to be accustomed with Jaden Thompson.
Yeah, he is really something special for this team when it comes to the run game. His ability to just run through people is something to behold.
And that time runs around him as Mabank going quick again.
Got flags.
Got flag on.
Yeah, flag on the offsides over there, or flag on the far side over there. Yeah, illegal man on the field for the defense.
So that'll be a freebie.
Yeah, it's one of those things that the fast-paced offense can lend you to sometime, is catching too many people on the field at one time.
I was going to say, but actually probably decline
They're going to decline it
yeah.
as they were able to pick up 7 yards on the rush. So why take the 5 and lose 2? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So 2nd and 3 now. Copeland again going to hand off to Thompson. Thompson again wiggling around, finding space, gets around.
He's
going to go. Touchdown, Jaden Thompson. That is touchdown number, 7 already on the year for Jaden Thompson. And, we were told, let me be careful about the way, we were told last year that varsity football might not be Jaden Thompson's skis. Folks, somebody was wrong.
Somebody was dead wrong.
Is something else.
Special.
Man, I'm telling you.
He's
Jaden
special.
Thompson.
It's the only word I have for it, is that is a special kid right there. And he is exactly what this team needs, standing right next to Copeland in the backfield.
Absolutely. So Mabank is going to be going for the extra point here. Kind of interesting. You would think you would go for the 2 here, so that way you're within a field goal. But now delay a game going to be called. Is there somebody not in the ball game? They were calling for somebody to be on the field, and they never made it. So now it looks like they are going to decide.
Just going to bring on the offense,
The offense, yeah. Which, again, I understand where Coach was coming from. But to me, I'm only down by 5 at this point, so a touchdown puts me in the lead. 2 points would put me within a field goal. I'm sure they've I haven't seen it, but I'm sure they've worked on that field goal unit quite a bit after week 1, So we'll just have to see what they come up with. So 2-point conversion coming up here. Copeland's going to roll out to his left, and that one was going nowhere. Ball actually ends up coming out, but doesn't really matter. No harm, no foul. Mabank gets the score with Jaden Thompson walking into the end zone. We're going to take us another short break, and we'll come back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro, Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all. Testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today, 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Mabank Athletics.
So big kickoff there for Brager, ends up at about the 15-yard line. Wills Point going to have a good return. This could be trouble. And it is going to be trouble, as nobody is going to be able to stop that young man as he rolls into the end zone for an answering score for Wills Point. 85-yard kickoff return touchdown for the Tigers.
Yeah, that is not the way that you wanted to start things after – you've done a fantastic job of getting yourself back into this game, for special teams to be the thing that lets Wills Point kind of put the stint in this run that you've had going. It's never what you want, but it's what you're served right now. So now it's just a matter of seeing how they respond from this point.
So Wills Point, interestingly, is going to be going for the extra point here again. You would think with that 25 points they would go for the 2.
And going to get a jump there. And it's going to be an encroachment called on the defense.
So now you will have a 2-point try coming up, as it will move the ball close in on that goal line. Set at the 2-yard line now, so got to flip that switch back on and get ready to go play some defense now.
For sure.
The only, I'm a glass half full kind of guy, so the only positive that you could pull out of that is that, at least now you get to put the ball right back into your offense's hands. So you go down and you score again. I mean, you're putting yourself right back into the same position. So definitely not too far gone is this one. Still 2:13 left to go here in this third quarter. And
timeout going to be taken by Wills Point here. But, yeah, like you were saying, good chance for him to continue letting that offense get a roll on things and let the offense keep rolling, keep building momentum.
Let's see, was that? No, actually, yeah, Mabank's called a timeout as well. Let me get that. I've got all these little graphics. Might as well use them if they're there. You know what I mean, JD?
Dadgum right.
So, but yeah, no, it's interesting, as we saw really the defenses have kind of had their moments here. Mabank's defense seemed like they couldn't really get a stop there in that second quarter, and now here in this third quarter, it's seeming like Wills Point is kind of on their heels, you know what I mean? So good game plan coming out of halftime for the Panthers, and we'll have to see how deep that play sheet is, because they're going to have to keep fighting in this one.
Absolutely. I mean, another thing to think about, you come back and get your offense on the field. It continues to give your defense a chance to fully rest up, if you will, and be ready for the next time they have to get out on the field. But nonetheless, they get out there and line up once again. Looks like they have they got the big meat out there, keeping it all in the box.
But it's going to be Maddox, and it's a excellent catch there by the receiver. Pass was way behind him, but he's able to come up with the catch. I believe that was number 18, Caleb Ramirez, the sophomore receiver, able to put the one mitt out and get the catch. So now it'll be a 13-point ball game. Wills Point 27, Mabank 14. But again, you still got close to 15 minutes left of actual game time left in this one. So plenty of time to start making something happen, but going to definitely have to buckle it down. I can't even really say on the defensive side, because that last score came off of a special teams play. Yeah. But that's just what it is. You cannot let Wills Point really score anymore,
Absolutely. It's on both sides of the ball right now. They really have to continue to continue to tighten up on things, and especially on this special teams side. I mean, special teams is supposed to be something that's automatic. For that kind of a thing to happen, that's just, I mean, it's something that can't happen. Let's put it that way.
Yes, sir, I agree. So let's see, who is that out there? I think that's number 32, yeah. So Jorge Vasquez out to do the kicking off here for the men in the white and blue. Kind of a shorter kick. Hyde going to take it, and he waves the fair catch at about the 23-yard line. So will be decent starting field position here for your Panthers. Not quite the touchback range, but close enough. And I do see Gavin down there still walking a little gingerly, but he is coming out for this next set. So appreciate your services there, Mr. Schreier, but Mr. Foote back into the ball game. They actually give him the 25-yard line. So I was kind of thinking, I thought if a fair catch was caught behind the 25, it gets moved up to the 25 regardless. So Copeland pump fake. Now he's got a man down to the field and complete. I think that's Wayne. That
sure
is Wayne Langford.
Nobody's catching him.
75-yard touchdown pass. And how about this? Back and forth scores. And I like it, JD. We've got us a football game breaking out.
Yes, sir. Man, I love talking about Wayne Langford, dude. The kid is such an athlete. And for him to be a both sides of the ball player, he is something special for this team. He fits the exact role that he needs to. They were struggling getting it to him at the beginning of this one. Finally, he had gotten that big little 17-yard reception. Now, this huge chunk right here to be able to put up the touchdown. Talk about coming up when you're needed.
All right, y'all. My thing is acting funky on me here. Give me 1 second.
They're going to put Morris in motion here, but it will be Copeland who will take in the 2-point conversion himself. So just like that, it'll bring it 22-27. So Mabank has got themselves right back in it.
Well, let's take ourselves a quick break, and we'll be right back in it right after this.
Erosion is stealing shorelines all around Cedar Creek Lake. At Parks Environmental Services, we put a stop to it with riprap, rock-solid barriers that lock your shoreline in place. And that's just the start. From silt fencing and erosion blankets to site cleanup, dirt work, and decorative flagstone walkways, we're your full-service erosion control specialists. When it comes to safeguarding your piece of the lake, trust the name Cedar Creek relies on, Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground. Parks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, or call 214-693-8056.
Well, how about this, JD? Coming off of the score, they go with the little pooch kick.
Yeah, looking for a little onside there was Ray Brager. Not quite able to turn out the way that they wanted. But nonetheless, still, you've been very happy with the way that your defense has been playing. You trust them that even if you give them the ball in this position, that they're going to go out there and they're going to do their job. So it will be Will's Point with it right on the 50-yard line. As your Mabank defense going to go back out there and get to work. Of course, the last time they were on the field, held Will's Point to a 3-and-out. So see if we can get some deja vu here.
And also that offense has been on the sideline getting cold for a while now. Tanner Maddox, we'll see how he can respond after being on the bench for quite some time with that Will's Point offense. Is the first play of the drive, just a simple handoff there to Martinez, able to pick up a couple. And we got some whistles.
Looks like Santoro's standing awfully close to a Will's Point player. I'm thinking maybe some pads got stuck together here. Yeah, it looks like Santoro's pad is stuck inside of a Wills Point player's pad. So had to take a second to separate those two.
I tell you, if there's one person I know that doesn't want to be stuck to an opposing player, it's Connor Santoro. He didn't want anything to do with somebody that's not in his color.
Oh, no.
2nd and 8 here. Mac's going to have men flanking him on either side. Going to be a handoff to the left side.
And Santoro going to be there to make the play.
He's just a Hoover vacuum there in the middle of the field. Able to come up with a big play. So it'll be third mid, I guess is the way I always end up saying it.
Yeah, got about 3rd and 6 here.
But we've seen Wills Point go for it a couple of times tonight as well, so we kind of figured this is 2-down territory for them, so got to be prepared for that mentally. Tigers again going to have the split backs. Maddox looking for somewhere to throw, and it's going to be well short.
Yeah, they were looking for the seam beater there, but just wasn't quite able to get it in the right position. A little bit low there on the pass. And number 3, Braden Crow, I mean, he's been catching those a lot tonight, but just not able to get it there.
Well, not to disagree, but I feel like he caught a lot of those in the first half, and in the second half, we've barely even heard his
Been pretty
name,
quiet.
You know what I mean? So they've done a really good job of shutting him down here.
I mean, just for the Wills Point offense in general, it's been pretty quiet.
Yes.
Your Mabank Panthers have had a lot of possession time here in the second half of this one.
Yeah, consecutive 3-and-outs, and it's a skip there on that deep snap. Are able to get it away. Peter. And it's actually going to end up working out okay for Wills Point as the ball will be down at the
10-yard line.
10, okay.
Looks like they might.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Jay.
It looked like the 10-yard line to me, but it looks like they might give them the 11.
You see, and that's how I know I really need that eye exam, because I thought it was at the 9. So let's see. I'll start the clock a little late. 51 seconds. I'm a little off here. Left to go in this third quarter. Action Jackson Copeland back in the shotgun. Going to hand it off. Oh, no, excuse me. He's going to keep. Tries to get around left side or right side, and just nothing there for him. End up being a loss of a full 3 yards here.
Yeah, he was trying to shed that tackle, just wasn't quite able to get the grip to let go of him, and he ends up finally being dragged down.
So they're going to have to run one more play here before the before the quarter ends, as there is a 1 second difference between the play clock and game clock. Copeland going to look to throw this time. Throws to the outside, and again able to come back and make the catch there.
Got a flag back here in the offensive line area, so wait and see what's going on there. But, yeah, another nice catch by Langford to possibly get him out of danger. But before that happens, we got a holding on the offense.
Yeah, it'll be a half a distance penalty. So it'll back the Panthers up. What? Were they on the 7?
I believe they're going to be on the 4.
4-ish, yeah.
Call it the 3.5. Yeah, it looks like they are going to line them up on the 3.
So again, here, second down. You've got a couple of downs to work with, but you also want to have some room for your punter, Ray Brager, if it comes down to that. But third quarter is going to end that way, so we're going to step away, take a short break, come back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
At Reedy Tire, they understand early morning drop-offs, late evening pickups, and everything in between that you go through to make sure your child gets from one event to the next activity. They believe that your precious cargo is their responsibility. Your tires are their life. They eat, sleep, and breathe tires so that our Mabank families can know that when they hit the road for a few blocks or a few hours, they'll get there safe and on time. At Reedy Tire, tires aren't the only thing, they're everything. Trust them to get you there. Reedy Tire in Mabank, America. Proudly supporting the entire student body and their families at Mabank ISD. Let's go Panthers.
providing the food for the press box this evening. I'd like to remind everyone that the booster store is located at the south end of the home bleachers here at Panther Stadium, with all proceeds benefiting the student athletes of Mabank ISD. It'll be Thompson on the carry for the Panthers.
Hello. Is your mom here? Is your mom here?
Had a visitor here in the booth hang out with us, Mr. Brett Killian. American Dream. It's American Dream, right? Okay. Caldwell Banker, American Dream Realty. You see, I still remember things from my radio days. So me and Brett spent a lot of time in a booth with his brother Shy on Friday mornings back in my radio days. So me and Brett got a rapport here. But I didn't start my clock, so I'm going to blame it on you, Brett. I'm blaming you. You're here. You're taking part of the blame. So it's going to be 3rd and long here. Still way back for the Panthers. And the snap rolls back. Good job by Copeland to be able to escape. Gets up to the 10-yard line, and that is about as far as he is going to go. So we've seen a lot of good play from our center, Cooper Klein, this year. That one just kind of got away from him a little bit, and Mabank going to have to send out the punting unit.
Yeah, penalty ended in a quick 3-and-out after all, but still like your position you're in, being only down by 5 now. Again, you absolutely trust what your defense has been doing over there, so I'm with them. Don't try to force anything here. Just go ahead and give it back to them. Let your defense go to work again.
Got to get a clean snap here, and it's perfect. It's still going to be blocked. Man, just screaming off of the edge there and able to block the punt is, I want to say that was number 24 there for the Wills Point. That is Justin Brooks coming around to make the stop. So Wills Point going to be set up pretty much on the welcome mat.
Yeah. 1-yard line, I believe, is what they're going to put them at. As you can't hand them something much more than that.
No, sir. That is just that will be the best field position they start with all day, I'd be willing to say.
And like I was saying, you trust the way that your defense has been playing, but this is not an ideal situation for them, that is for sure. Have seen them come up with a goal line stand against Bullard, though, so this is something that they are accustomed to. So
they're just going to hand it up off the middle, and it's only going to take one play, JD. So one play up the middle.
And who other than Brian Martinez? They've been calling his number quite often tonight, and finally he's going to find his way to pay dirt.
So widens the lead out to 11 points with the extra point coming up. Still got 10 minutes and a little bit of change left on the clock. So you still got time to work here for your Panthers, but definitely going to have to kick it into NASCAR mode now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be the same young man, number 32, Jorge Vasquez, out for the extra point try. Snap is low and bounces. They're going to have to try and play pickle and make something happen, and almost able to come up with 2 points out of the play anyway. But Wills Point able to tack on another score. 33-22 the score here. We're going to take a short break. Be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
8 kitchens, 1 yard. Right there in the heart of Mabank, the truck yard brings it all together. From smash burgers and tacos to lighter bites and loaded spuds, Mediterranean plates, hot wings, Cajun classics, fresh sandwiches, hibachi and sushi, even a boba tea to wash it all down. The truck yard's where Mabank comes together. Neighbors, families, and friends all gathering to share good food from one place. It's the Mabank Truck Yard, where Mabank comes to eat.
All right, kickoff here from the Tigers. Going to be, ooh, come on, Gavin. There you go. Gavin scoops it up, gets around a couple of arm tackles, and then will finally go down at about the 22-yard line. So Mabank going to be going back to work here from pretty deep in their own territory, not even able to get it up to the 25 there. I do see, yeah, we've got a different, I could just have missed it here, but looks like we potentially have a new left tackle out there. Brendan Trim, number 54. He might have been out there and I've just missed it. That's the first I've noticed him coming out on the field so far tonight. But you know how it is for the linemen. They never get the love. Sweep here is going to go to Foot, trying to find the edge and able to get around one defender before finally going down. Decent gain there for first down. Put it about 2nd and 4, I would say, somewhere in there, 4 or 5.
He's up to the 28-yard line, 2nd down.
5. So, again, eye exam next week. It's happening. It is happening.
Well, I couldn't quite tell, so I didn't. That's why I didn't say nothing, man.
Come on, JD, you're my eyes, man.
I couldn't tell, man. Couldn't see where the referee was deciding to mark his final spot. But
hey, can you see that? That is a big old hole for Jaden Thompson. Almost lost the ball, but able to get back on able to get back in possession of it there. Enough for another Zach Pruitt State Farm first down. This would be a pretty sizable gain there. Are they waving to stop the clock? No, okay. So 1st and 10, be at the 37, as you heard Mr. Randy say. Thompson still in the backfield with Copeland. Copeland looks like he's going to be throwing this time, and he's just going to have to scramble out and then dumps one over. Gets it to Morris on the outside there, right at about the 40-yard line of Wills Point. So that'll get him across midfield and get a little life going here in this drive. 38-yard line is where they're going to give Morris. So, again, somebody that is just, been coming on and coming on and coming on. Last week broke out, had those 2 scores. He's got one here tonight, and he's quickly becoming Jackson Copeland's favorite target. Handoff this time to Thompson. Again, dancing around, able to find some space. Able to get forward for a 3-yard gain there.
He does a really good job of just following his lead blockers. I mean, he's got guys that are going up to the next level, so he just kind of takes that coattail and rides it up there with them. And as soon as they make a direction, he's going to go the opposite. It's pretty fun to watch.
He's kind of got that Le'Veon Bell approach, so I like it.
And you watch him run, and it almost looks like he's putting no effort into the run. But, I mean, if he's got open space, he's going to outrun everybody on your team.
Speaking of
open
seam
space,
beater. Oh! Just not quite able to get the completion.
You got to get the PI, though, on that one.
It looks like Morris.
There's a late flag that is thrown.
Yeah, looked like Morris came up a little lame. Might have got a little bit of the wind knocked out of him there, but up and off on his own power. But, yeah, JD, that is going to be a big penalty here, and that is going to put the Panthers deep in the zone here, and things are looking up in the land of the Panther here. Again, 22-33 the score, as you see. I'm so used to us not having it on the screen. Okay, so it's going to be a spot foul. I was kind of wondering. So 15 yards.
It's going to be from the original spot there. But still going to take him all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, he said spot foul. I understood what he meant, but it was not the correct term. So thank you, JD.
Original spot foul.
Original spot foul, yes, sir. So 8 minutes, 6 seconds left here in the ball game. Mabank down 11, but driving here deep into into Tiger territory. Have men split out on either side. Thompson to the right. Snap back to Copeland. Copeland avoids a defender, throws one inside, and just not able to get it over to Langford. But again, a great job there by Jackson Copeland, able to avoid the free rusher and at least give the Panthers a chance there.
Yeah, I mean, it's something he's been battling with all night long, is the almost instant pressure that has been in his face. I mean, in this second half, he has done a much better job at getting the ball into the spot where it needs to be. So coming down to the final wire here, I expect him to be relying on his arm, maybe just a little bit more.
2nd and 10 here. Copeland, as you said, looking to throw. It's going to be a dump off, and looks like it's going to be caught, but for not much of a gain. They're going to give 3 yards there to Thompson. So 3rd and they're actually going to say it was only a 2-yard gain. So 3rd and 8. Clock's still ticking here. Copeland surveying the defense here. Now comes set. Takes the snap, looking to his left. Winds up, now going to have to escape back to his right and just kind of launches one. Had a man in the area. So it was a good it's hard to say it was a good decision because, boy, it got real nerve-wracking there for a second. But it ends up, all's well that ends well. You know what I mean? So all ends up okay. But, yeah, scary moment there for a second. But it will bring up now 4th down, correct? Am I right? No, 3rd down.
3rd down, yeah.
Getting the downs mixed up. Oh.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, it was
so
4th down. You're correct.
So
look at you.
So, hold goes against John Morrow, which, by the way, if you are a fan of these Panthers, you should be watching Path of the Panther, Episode 2, currently on the Cedar Creek Media YouTube channel. He was our player spotlight of the week, so always enjoy getting to talk to John. John's one of the guys that, you know, he always comes up, says something to us, slaps us on the back, tells us he appreciates us. So we appreciate you, John. Just no more holding penalties.
Please.
So 4th and 8. Copeland looking for somewhere to go, gets away, throws a strike, finds Langford,
Wayne Langford.
And Lane Langford going to be into the end zone for another touchdown. 2nd receiving touchdown of the night for Wayne Langford, and your Panthers are back within 1 score of the Wills Point Tigers.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I think we might be seeing who our player of the game is right now for our Mabank Panthers. As Wayne Langford doing it on both sides of the ball tonight. He has definitely stepped up for him on the offensive side when he's needed him. And on the defensive side, I don't know that they've gotten a completion to his side yet tonight. He has continued to be their strong corner out there, isolated on the island, all by himself, just doing his job.
How is there a delay of game? I'm sorry, I try not
That is the second time that they have had a delay of game called.
I mean, so now we're going to go for 2.
Same outcome that we had on the last one when it happened. The last time there was a delay of game because the kicking unit did not have a player that came out when they were supposed to, but this time it's just ran out of time, and better snap it quick as there's only 2 seconds left, apparently.
They did get it off, and pass just going to be a little high. But you know what? That is okay. 7 minutes, 4 seconds on the official clock, 7:01 on ours. But hey, we're within 5 points. All you need is a touchdown. Don't even need the extra point to go on top. Let's step away for a very short word from Zach Pruitt, and we'll be right back right after this.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Zach Pruitt in Gun Barrel City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Greiger back to kick for the Panthers. Green deep to receive.
All right, so back here, sorry guys. Sometimes you got to talk a little business in the booth, you know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Had a little pooch kick. Not nearly the distance we usually see from Ray Breaker, but just trying to put it into a kind of an awkward spot there. Able to get it out to around the 35-yard line on the kick before it was finally recovered by Wills Point. So that's going to be where they start their drive.
You know, if I'm honest, I really understand why you would want to do the pooch kick with Brager, just because he's probably also your hardest hitter on the team.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So you give him a full head of steam, let him know exactly where the ball's at, and just let him go for it. So I get it, man. I absolutely get it. Well, let's hope this Wills Point team just doesn't get what's happening on defense. Let's see what happens. They are going to – oh, no, Maddox actually going to keep and couldn't not able to bring him down there at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to fall forward for about 6 yards. But it looks like Wills Point is going to have a man down. So they're going to send somebody out to come tend to him. Stay here for just a second, but if it seems it seems like the young man is in a pretty big deal of pain. So let's go ahead and step away. We'll let them attend to him, and we'll be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
For nearly 30 years, Carrie Harris Satellite has been the Lake Area's trusted satellite and internet retailer by putting the customer and their needs first. And we here at Cedar Creek Media can attest to that. I'm JD Byrd with Cedar Creek Media, and we're not just partners, we're customers of Carrie Harris Satellite, and can't recommend him and his friendly team highly enough. Stop by Carrie Harris Satellite in Athens today and ask how they can get you set up with Dish, Spectrum, Starlink, Boost Mobile, and more at 103 La Costa Street in Athens, or call 903-677-9522. Again, that's 903-677-9522.
All right, back to it here. Cedar Creek Media got a full house here tonight. Taylor, JD, Chris, and we even got our buddy Brett here with us right now, as it's going to be a handoff to Martinez around the left side for the Tigers. Gets through a few arm tackles and gets all the way up to midfield before he is taken down. So a couple of substitutions in and out here for your Panthers. Looks like Santoro's going to stay in. He came up a little bit lame after the play, but I don't know that I don't even want to say kid. I don't know that there's a tougher person in Henderson County than Connor Santoro. So it's going to be another handoff, and that time they are going to find him in the backfield. And the ball came out.
Ball's out.
Ball is out, and no indication.
And
yet.
there it is, right there.
There it is. Mabank is going to take over at midfield after the big hit, and I think that was a combination of Darryl Aldridge and Connor Santoro ripping the ball out there. And Mabank has got some life here. 5 minutes, 56 seconds remaining on the clock, and Mabank has really been clicking here in the second half on offense, and they have their have a chance to go down and take their first lead of this ball game. Whew, this one's heating up a little bit here, JD.
Yeah, having a little bit of fun now, are we, here in the second half.
All right, snap back to Copeland, hand off to Thompson, and
Thompson.
Just a shoestring there between him and a touchdown, but it will be a Zach Pruitt State Farm first down.
Every single person in the stands thought the same thing I did as, man, if not for that little shoestring tackle, Jaden Thompson just found himself pay dirt on that one.
And they're immediately going to hand it back off to Thompson. He's going around the left side, has more room, finds a lot of space before going out of bounds right at about the 20-yard line. They're going to give him the 22. Whew. This stadium is coming alive here, JD.
Oh, yeah.
Folks are standing up on their feet.
I hear a coach's box right next to us coming alive, too. Of course, in that one last week, it was an electric coach's box that they had. It is certainly waking up right now.
All right, Copeland awaiting on the snap. Again, going to hand off to Thompson. This time going the right side and bouncing off of bodies. Reverses back. Oh, man, just lost his footing there. But, man, that was a beautiful play there. Jaden Thompson starting right, cutting back
flag
left.
Comes out late.
Wayne pointing, trying to help the official make his decision.
I wasn't paying attention to what was going on. I was watching Jaden Thompson because, I mean, he went down a little weird there, so I didn't pay attention to any extracurricular going on, but referee was right there in the mix of it, and I saw a flag. I saw something yellow go sky high, so as we got a four-man discussion there in the midfield.
Yeah, that is a zebra meeting if I've seen one before, and they're taking some time to talk this out. So must have been some wrong on both sides, or it wouldn't warrant this long of a discussion.
But at the same time, usually when there's something on both sides, you see multiple flags that have been thrown. So I'm very curious to see exactly what this is.
They're still talking about it here. So looks like there's a little movement happening down there. Let's see how actually the back judge now being called forward as well. Oh, you checking on us? Yeah. We're at Mr. Bobby D over here making things happen. I'm telling you, folks, we spent a little money to get this multi-streaming thing going, and I got to the school and was like, oh no, did I just waste a bunch of money? Called Bobby. He said, give me 5 minutes, I'll be there. He was there in 5 minutes. He got it fixed in about 8. So can't thank you enough, Mr. Bobby. Appreciate you, sir.
For nearly 30 years, Kerry Harris Saddle.
Sorry, Kerry, I accidentally bumped your commercial. I'll get you another one. But okay, so
looks like we finally get a result here. And then another flag comes out.
What is going on here? I think the monkeys are running the circus right now. What is going on here?
And when we saw the official get ready to walk out towards Will's Point direction, as two officials come over to talk to Copeland.
I'd like to remind y'all that Mabank celebrating homecoming tomorrow with a parade that's going to start line up at the high at 10, and everyone is invited to come participate and bring a float.
Well, as you heard from Mr. Teague there, parade tomorrow at 10 a.m. You will see us driving down in the Precision Spray Foam Mobile, a.k.a. Mr. Jeff's golf cart. Appreciate Mr. Jeff Van Horn, again, for letting us use his golf cart for the parade tomorrow, because my serpentine belt's squeaky. So I was like, I'm not going to rattle down the road for everybody in Mabank to hear, even though I pretty much just, told everybody on myself right there. But, hey, it's all right. So still talking going on here, JD. About to have to go to Rain Delay Theater here pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, they came over, talked to Copeland. Now they're on the other side talking to the Wills Point coach. Of course, we still just have everybody standing around. And finally, looks like we're going to come and communicate with the crowd here.
Let's see what they say.
After the play, we got unsportsmanlike on green. After the play, we got unsportsmanlike number 40 white. Those meetings will be all set. Give me a second down, green's ball.
Okay.
So after all that, nothing.
After all that, we've got a lot of nothing. Exactly.
So we just go back to playing them. Of course, don't like the tick for tack there, Would have more thoroughly enjoyed a 15-yard penalty for us, but doesn't harm us. So second down coming up here. Copeland takes the snap, looking left, throwing towards the corner. And,
that's PI right there.
PI right there, yes, sir. So Wayne Langford doesn't come up with another touchdown catch, but he will help get his team even closer, as this will be a first down.
And I tell you what, Langford was pretty close to actually coming up with it, too.
It was actually, Wayne, I love you, buddy. You got pretty close to getting offsetting again, as you kind of got in the face of the defender a little bit. I understand probably some talk going on down there, but you're cool head Wayne, you know what I mean? So just keep it that way, as they do go ahead and call the PI against Wills Point. So that is going to put Mabank right at the doorstep here.
Yep, from the 2-yard line.
I would have got it. I understand.
You finally have your opportunity to have your first lead of this ball game.
Do I speak JD, or is JD starting to speak Taylor? I think that's really
the second. I think the latter might be closer to it.
All right. Handoff. Thompson going to be snowed, but bounces off and then ends up being tackled at the 5-yard line. So it'll end up being a loss of 3 on the play. Again, just trying to fight his way through, but that time ends up harming him a little bit more than helping. But, players going to play. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
In the words of old T. Swift there, Matter of fact, our giveaway bags today had some T. Swift stickers down there, so I hope all you young men out there enjoyed those. I'm kidding. Hand off to Thompson again, and again he's going to be snowed, but there is a
penalty
flag.
down, yep.
So we'll have to see what they come up with on this one.
I mean, yeah, given that there was no stopping of play, I would lead to the offsides on the defense.
Yep. So that'll move you in
half the distance there.
Distance. So we'll now be 2nd and 3. Wills Point, I get where Mabank broadcasters, and I'm not trying to say anything rude or anything, but Wills Point just kind of starting to implode on themselves a little bit here.
Yeah. Penalties have definitely come to bite them in the late stages of this one.
So Copeland again, hands off to Thompson. Again, Thompson trying
He's
to
going to find his way in.
And he gets it. Officials give the call, and Mabank gets their first lead of the ball game, going up 34-33 here on homecoming.
Whew. Man, it was a long first half for them, but they managed to lock in here in this second half of play, and just like that, you got yourself a lead. I guarantee there is a lot of high emotions on that Panther sideline right now.
So it looks like they are going to stay and run a 2-point play here. Send a man in motion, and Copeland going to keep. Flip over to Thompson, and Thompson has the 2-point conversion. That will now put Mabank up by 3 points. And man, this week has been so long. It has been so difficult for us, JD. We've had a long, arduous week. We've been working our butts off, getting things done, and it's just this relief of emotion. You know what I mean? A year ago, 2 years ago, we would have never, if Mabank's down by this, now we're never going to quit. They were never going to stop fighting, but they were never going to get back into this ball game.
Yeah.
Down, in the second quarter, finding yourselves down 13-0, things not going the way you wanted them to. You get a score, you give up a score right on the ensuing kickoff. I mean, everything that could go wrong has gone wrong for these guys, but they just keep fighting, keep plugging, and now find themselves up by 3 points with just 4 minutes left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, this is we've got our whole Path of the Panthers thing that we've been running, and these guys will tell you it's a changed team, and I'm just here to give the sign off that this is a new team here.
So Brager gonna pop one up. And Will's Point.
You can't fair catch it and then run with it, kid.
Yeah, so he's gone to the house, but officials already have made the call that he's way back there. So kind of a.
Of course, that being the Mr. Braden Crow.
So, there's still discussion going on the side. No, okay, excuse me. That was a huddle. I was wondering. I saw the official over there, but just a huddle going on over there. I was like, it's pretty plain. I'm probably the blindest person in this stadium, and I'm as far away as anybody is, and I saw that one.
It's very hard to miss a hand going way up in the air, man.
I got to go find my wife.
Okay. Hey, absolutely. Well, Mr. Brett, we appreciate you. And, folks, if you're looking for your next realtor, buy, sell, whatever you want to do, give our friend Mr. Brett Killian over at American Dream Realty at Caldwell Banker there in Gun Barrel City. Give him a call. Tell Robert that one was free.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll holler at you, Brett. So 3-point advantage here for your Panthers. 4 minutes left to go on the clock, and you've been playing well on defense here. And is it going to be a delay game? Is that what they?
Something on the offense, however, so that's going to back them up a quick 5.
So Will's Point finding themselves down, and now down 5 yards in the drive. Maddox waiting on the snap, takes, hands off, run up the middle, is only going to get about a yard there. I believe that was number
Landed
1.
Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton getting the same amount of yards as the number on his jersey there. Bring up 2nd and 14. Maddox awaiting the snap. Now going to change things up. Snap is back. Play action. Has a man in the flat, but how about that? Beautiful play right there. Who is that? Tristan Jones. Tristan Jones was covering his man, saw the pass come out, broke off, and went and made the tackle. So, again, very aware heads-up play there by Jones. And it might have, quite honestly, been a touchdown-saving tackle, as there wasn't really anybody else in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So 3rd and long, 11 yards to go here for the Tigers. Again, Maddox looking for somewhere to go. Again,
Brager able to get back there and put a hand on it.
Yeah.
And it will make the ball go into the dirt.
So little pass deflection there for Ray. Looks like it might have got him on the thumb, too. He's kind of stretching that thumb. Now,
see another punt unit come out for Will's Point.
Beware of the fake.
Be very wary here.
Be aware of the fake. And that's why I love having Bryson Morris down there as that kind of up man. He's a two-way player as well, so you kind of have somebody with offensive and defensive skills and ball skills right there in that position. They are going to go ahead and punt it. They do still have 2 of their timeouts, and it actually is not going to take a very friendly bounce there for Wills Point. They'll be down at the 22, 23, 20.
22. Let's call it 22.
The official looked like he was going to place the ball and then kept walking. So, yes, it is going to be officially the 22. Look at you, JD.
Every now and then.
You got this thing figured out, man.
Every now and then. I've watched a couple football games.
I have never been offended by anything that these Panthers have done until the other day. We were out there, we were talking, and, I don't try not to talk about my playing days too much. We were just talking, and I said, yeah, da-da-da-da. And they looked at me and said, oh, you used to play? Yeah, I used to play. What are you talking about? Come on, man. I don't look like an athlete. I don't look like Jaden Thompson bouncing it around, then going back up the middle.
Goodness.
Getting around blockers.
6 broken tackles.
How about you just keep going? Just keep going. Keep going all the way down to the 35-yard line.
Oh, and their flag comes out, so I think there's going to be a little bit of unsportsmanlike with the way that they dragged Jaden Thompson out of bounds there. I mean, that was a position to just kind of push him as he was already in the out-of-bounds way, but they took him and slammed him to the ground. So I think a little penalty going to be assessed on it.
JD, I'm making the motion. I'm not going to say it out loud because of that curse thing, but I think it is done. I think that old back,
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying it in ways I can try and say it without cursing myself here.
Mm-hmm.
As Chris, one thing you're going to learn is that me and JD have the most broadcasters curse of any broadcast team.
So bad, man.
Starting last year during baseball season, we had a camera in the mesh there, I said, yeah, it'd be pretty bad if somebody fouled one back right into the camera. Next pitch. So ball's going to be moved down inside the right outside of the 15, so 16-yard line.
Yeah, tacked on there with the penalty after the play as we see Kason Schreier come in to play running back. Your multi-tool has once again found his way onto the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, with Thompson going down hard, they probably just want to
just give him a second to make sure he's got his bearings and his wherewithal.
So, this one's going to be whistled dead. I think timeout going to be taken by Mabank. And tell you what, while they take a timeout, let's take a timeout real quick because when we come back, JD is going to be probably taking over as I'm going to have to head down. I just realized. So anyway, be right back.
Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmentally friendly and cost-effective. Jeff and his team make installation a breeze and can retrofit for any need. Call Precision Spray Foam today at 903-880-6323. That's 903-880-6323 for your free estimate today. Precision Spray Foam, part of the Van Horn Construction family and proud supporter of Mabank Athletics.
All righty, and we are right back to it as Taylor's about to have to head down to give out our player of the game and get the interview there. Chris, were you paying attention to what happened there on that one?
Looks like Copeland with the quarterback keeper up the middle for about 5 yards.
There we go. Copeland on the keeper, going to pick up about 5 there. Going to bring up a second down and
maybe got 4.
Maybe got 4 there. So call it second down and 6. But now we're going to have another timeout that's going to be called. I believe Wills Point with the timeout this time. So going to give them, just trying to stop this clock and make sure that they have enough time to be able to try and counteract whatever happens at the end of this drive. As once again, your Mabank Panthers in scoring territory here. Only got 12 yards to be able to kind of balloon that lead a little bit. As again came from a 19-0 point coming in after halftime. Wills Point was given the ball, and the defense stepped up. Offense then got into a rhythm, and that was kind of all she wrote there. As now it has been majority Mabank here when it comes to offensive prowess in the second half of play. So right here after the timeout, it'll be Copeland once again. He's going to take it himself and go right up the middle, and he is going to get a nice little run there. Going to take it another. Give him
4 yards.
Give him 4 yards there on that one. So going to be facing a third down and 2. As another timeout going to be called for Wills Point. It's going to be their last one. And if I knew how to mark the timeouts, I would do that. But I don't want to try and fiddle with things here and end up messing something up. So know that Wills Point now has no more timeouts remaining. Of course, your Mabank Panthers still have one timeout, which, to be fair, Taylor didn't mark off whenever he left, so I don't feel so bad about it. But Mabank with one, Wills Point with no timeouts remaining here.
It's a big third down here. You pick up these 2 yards, and you can pretty much say good night.
Absolutely. You got the milk clock then, you know. Yeah. You got plenty of time. I like being able to – we were doing our Path of the Panthers, being able to look through some footage, and we actually have some footage of them practicing their victory formation. It's right there. They give it to Thompson on third down, and he is maybe able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but might have also lost a yard there on that one. And that will be the 2-minute warning once again. So, Chris, you've been keeping some stats over there. What are those looking like?
I haven't totaled it up since halftime.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, Thompson's going to be well over 100 yards with 2 touchdowns. This second half for Copeland passing, he is. I mean, it's night.
It's been electric.
Night and day. And then you was talking about number 2. That is
Mr. Wayne Langford.
Wayne Langford. I mean, he's over. Right at 100 yards receiving. Over 100. He's going to be over 100 yards with 2 touchdowns himself on the night.
Yeah, it's been really night and day difference from the offensive output that we saw from the first half as opposed to the second. I mean, this team came back from halftime with a fire in their belly. I was gonna use the other one, but try to keep it a little nice here.
Well, we got to see the high-powered offense we've been seeing the first 2 weeks. I mean, 36 points in the second half alone.
That's right. As a big 4th down coming up here, Jackson Copeland going to keep his men out there on the field, but it looks like
Panthers
before we get that, the Panthers are going to go ahead and burn their last time out of the game. I'm going to talk things over. Maybe didn't like the formation that they saw from the defense there. Didn't think what they had called was going to be able to catch them off guard. So they're going to talk it over once more. I'm looking on the sideline to see if I can see Ray Brager. See if they're possibly thinking about maybe trying another field goal here. Of course, the last time that they attempted one didn't quite turn out the way that they wanted it to. But they will not call his number again. They are going to keep their offense out there, which I like that call. I mean, even if you're not able to pick it up here on 4th down, I mean, that is a long way that Wills Point would have to drive this ball with only 2 minutes remaining. As Copeland going to take it, and he's got some room around the outside. Big spin move right there, and he is able to fall forward.
Be close.
And he's
got
it.
A first down.
Another Zach Pruitt State Farm first down, as Jackson Copeland is gonna get the big time play for his team. I mean, there have been a lot of big time plays that happened here tonight for this Panther team in this second half, but right there, that is the, as you would say, final nail in the coffin, as we get to see it right here. Victory formation is what the Panthers have set up in. Man, I don't even know if my time being here, I've seen the victory formation out of Mabank. Of course, I've only been here the last 2 years, but I mean, this is this is something that, I came from Eustis.
Right.
So we didn't get to run this formation.
Right.
This wasn't something Eustis knew. There was no victory formation. So very nice to see them down there getting to celebrate this with a little bit of victory formation.
Absolutely, yeah. Just a couple snaps away, and this thing's going to be over.
Absolutely. And again, Taylor heading down there to the field to get the interview with your player of the game. This week's player of the game for us is going to be Mr. Wayne Langford. Like Chris said, hasn't completely tallied up the numbers here.
Yeah, I'll get it for you in just a second.
But I'll let him run his calculator real quick. But 2 touchdowns. But, the thing about Wayne for me that has always been is just how locked down of a corner he is. He is not somebody that is going to come away with, interception after interception. But he is definitely somebody that you can rely on that is a no-fly zone. When people try to throw it Wayne Langford's direction, there is pass deflections. It ain't happening. You ain't doing it that way. You got to try the other side. So that is what Mr. Wayne Langford is known for.
We've got a total of 113 yards, 2 touchdowns. But keep in mind, 105 of those yards was in the second half.
That's right.
And both touchdowns.
That's right. Both touchdowns, 105 yards in the second half. That makes Mr. Wayne Langford your player of the game, your two-way player of the game, as that is exactly the way that your Mabank Panthers wanted to end this. I apologize, guys. Had to take over as head calling here, and I completely forgot about the camera duties. But there we go. Now you see the shaking of hands there in the middle of the field. Just exactly the way that you wanted to be able to end this here on homecoming night, as the Panthers, in amazing turn of events, are able to come back from a 19-0 deficit at halftime and win it here at home on homecoming. So a lot of celebration is in order for the good guys here. And with that being said, I was trying to think of something else that I can continue to run my mouth about while Chris continues to add things up here.
I've got another total for you right now. And Thompson, a total on the night, 202 yards.
Oh, man.
And 2 touchdowns.
I believe that is every single game this year. Thompson with over 200 yards rushing. So
here's another one for you. Just in the second half alone, Copeland threw for 144 yards. So that would give him a total of 169 on the night.
169 on the night, and he had 3 touchdowns, as he had the two from Wayne, and also the big one from Bryson Morris.
Yes.
So gives him 3 touchdowns on the night, 169 passing yards on the game. Thompson over 200 yards rushing once again, and I believe 2 touchdowns for Thompson as well, right?
Yes,
yeah,
2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns. So, a team that looked really worse for wear at the start of the second half came back in and put on a show, a clinic, if you will.
We got Morris, number 3, had a total of 90 yards on the night and 1 touchdown.
90 yards on the night, 1 touchdown from Morris.
And I've got 5 different receivers on the night for this Panther offense. So they're spreading the ball around perfectly.
Yeah.
Thompson, rushed for over 200 yards. With the offense like that, you're going to be in most games you play.
Absolutely. And that is a big difference of what makes this team, as any of those players that are out there in that little pile right there, get you a little closer shot of them down there celebrating here on homecoming night. But any single one of them, if you go ask them, is this the same kind of team that you had last year? No. They will tell you this is a different team, and I have no choice but to agree with them. In week 1 against Bullard, we saw it. If you look at last year, you lose 6-7 to Bullard at home. This time, you went into their territory. You still end up losing by 1, but it's I believe it was 28-29 the score there. Just the amount of offense that you are able to produce just makes games more exciting, and just, with production like that, like you said, you are going to be in every single game that you played. Of course, last week put up 57-0 over Kemp, whereas last year you let Kemp actually score against you, but also you were only able to put up 21 points against Kemp's defense. So this is a changed team, and I am very excited to see just how well this group of guys is able to do. Of course, I might be a little bit biased. I've got to spend a lot of time with them now, but I mean, this is a special group of kids for sure.
Yeah, that offense, we can't speak enough. And then the defense too tonight. I mean,
yeah.
They, the second half, I say, they gave up 19 points in that first half, but there was a couple miscues on the Panther side, a couple of fumbles that gave them short yardage, and a couple penalties. So the defense didn't play bad that first half, but when that second half came around, their offense started rolling. I mean, that defense just
lit that spark.
Yeah, it did, and it really helped. You had to have that defense on these come back from behind, down 19 points at halftime. You've got to have a defense that's going to be able to keep you in that game until your offense gets started. And that's exactly what happened tonight. I mean, we've got a 3-game total right now. This Panthers offense has scored over 100 points in 3 games so far this season.
Yeah, it's truly I am truly blessed to be able to call these Mabank Panther games, and like I said, still so excited to see just how far they can go from here. So, Chris, unless you got any final thoughts on things?
No, just happy to get up here with you guys and watch this miracle comeback because it was great.
Absolutely right.
It was great.
All right, with that being said, on behalf of Cedar Creek Media, I'm JD Byrd, and this is Chris Flores. We will see you later. Thank you, and good night.